Hey, this isn't Dynamo. Where he is, nobody knows. This is your friend, MonsterZero, and welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome all you little zombies. You're listening to Trick or Treat Radio, starring the Deadites.
Welcome to episode 101 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a phantasmagorical spin kick straight through the heart of pop culture. It is navigated by the Deadites. The Deadites are the world's greatest electroshock band. We destroy monsters, we drink booze, we win championship belts, and we've been known to do podcasts without the Deadites.
That's very true. We're missing 40% of our crew here.
You're really good with those fucking percentages.
Thank you.
Did you excel at calculus?
Fuck no. I barely passed basic math.
So here we are. Right now it's three of us, but I think there'll be some other people joining. I think we'll get some other people joining in a little bit. But let me go ahead and go around and introduce everyone that is here. We have myself, Johnny Wolfenstein, the pencil pusher and producer of media for Trick or Treat Radio and the Deadites. We won't do monster kills. I don't want to embarrass everyone. I don't want to embarrass you guys, because I have more. So
No, I got like
you got like -3.
no,
How do you get -3 kills?
they weren't really.
No, he let the chupacabra out. That's why.
It wasn't me. That was Freezy.
It's not
Fucking
freezy.
freezy, man.
That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying.
Fucking freezy.
Yeah.
All right, we also have no Dynamo in studio for the first time ever. Dynamo is, I think he's healing. I think he got in a fisticuffs with the Yeti, maybe. No,
Yeah.
the Yeti's dead, right?
Well,
I think.
Yeti's weird. Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
Chupacabra, maybe
The Jersey
singing
Devil?
some Pantera, the Jersey Devil. What else we got?
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy, maybe?
That boy.
Could be. Oh, what, like the guy who brings the bat to the baseball player?
No, not that. Well, maybe him too.
Imagine
he
if
looks like the kind of guy who could get beaten up by a 13-year-old kid.
Imagine if Bat Boy was a Bat Boy at a baseball game.
That'd be
be
pretty
weird.
amazing.
Couldn't he fly Does he have wings?
He could.
He's gonna be so pissed.
Who, Bat Boy?
No, Dynamo.
So
Why?
what?
He's gonna be mad
Why?
because
Why?
you know him.
Yeah, unfortunately we all do. But what
He's
does
already
that do?
pissed. He's wherever he is. He's listening right now. And
You
he's
think his
pissed.
ears are
Oh,
burning?
he is definitely listening. He'll probably drop off a couple of emails or messages to us during the course of the night.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'll show up. Who knows?
Yeah.
And we will be joined by Tiny White in just a little bit. He's I think he's killing we all of a sudden got a rash of calls. I guess episode 100 did really well because people are like, oh, you guys kill monsters? Cool.
Nice.
So I think Tiny's out there taking care of an apparition or of some sorts out there. We'll see when he gets in if he can join us. We'll find out what's going on there. But we also have in studio the chain smoking, hand kissing, baby shaking, hot pocket loving, comic book reading nerd, and the official smoke machine for the Deadites, Michael Five to the Sky Raven Shadow.
You know, I just want to take this time to reflect on 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And as we move forward, I just want to go with you on your journey,
What?
wherever it takes you.
Why are you whispering?
Because I just don't. I don't
It's
want.
fucking creepy.
I don't want MonsterZero to hear it.
He's right next to you.
Wash. That's why I'm whispering. No. Come along. Join the
What
fun.
the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Just accept.
Are you on mescaline?
A little bit. A little bit. I don't want. Who's next, John?
He found some in the parking lot on the way up
Jesus
here.
Christ.
Yeah.
Man, could you be any more like low key?
Like the wrestler?
No,
Oh,
no.
the cloud of mischief.
He's going to start
Loki,
headbutting people.
Yeah. No, I'm
Well,
ready. I'm excited.
All right. We also have in studio The vulgar guru of horror, member of Morbid Vision Films and contributor for Horror Hound magazine, MonsterZero.
Yeah, I want to take this time to reflect on 100 episodes.
Okay.
Okay, there, I'm done. It was a wow, what a trippy ride, man.
It was a scary reflection. You
It
look at
was,
yourself in the mirror. You must be fucking petrified.
And I went to the movies.
What the fuck is going on with this episode? I went to the movies.
I went to the
that was
movies. I went to
cool.
the movies on Monday.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
I was going to wait, but
I guess we're starting this
I
now
guess,
then.
yeah, go ahead. Talk about it.
No, I don't think I want to anymore. Not that attitude.
What'd you go see?
I went to go see Transformers: Age of Extinction, and I did see it in 3D.
3 Dizzle.
Yep, for shizzle.
Okay, and what was your experience?
Well, I haven't seen a 3D film since they started breaking it out with My Bloody Valentine back in 07. And,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Going back there.
yeah, and I'll tell you something. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen a 3D film the way they have it now. You probably have.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it takes
It's been out for a long
adjusting.
time. I mean, I'm not
the
like-
technology's been out there.
No, I know, but I don't know if you guys seen any 3D films or not. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
I saw Green
Well,
Hornet in 3D.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry,
I
too.
was given the fucking choice, $37 to see a fucking matinee. Fucking Cato Vision, my arse.
And I mean it takes a little adjusting, but outside of that, I mean, it does. It takes a little adjusting to get used to that 3D shit. I mean, you look like Roy Orbison in the goddamn theater. And
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the film was good. I mean, they took the story to a different level, even though it still has the same Bayisms, with the. Things are pretty serious, but then you get this one or two goofy characters who got to say some stupid fucking line in the worst possible moment, and that gets a little annoying. But I mean, I can understand why it could be done for the kids and for the people who are simple-minded, like me. And I think the way they did Optimus Prime was really, really cool because they made him G1. They made him Gen 1. And
Oh, is that like OG?
No, not OG. But they gave him the flat face, and he was all rusted out and shit. And then later on he changes himself into a more souped up truck. But he is pissed beyond belief, and from like beginning to end, he is like fucking bullshit in this movie.
Does he have his balls back?
Oh yeah, he's got his balls back. You know what? It's weird that you bring that up.
As a matter of fact,
He has a
his balls in
rusty
3D.
old balls.
There is a set of balls in this movie of like Decepticon balls or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost certain that's what I saw. And
They more than meets the thigh.
yeah. And the chick that's in the film, what's her name? Nicola Peltz, I think her name
Tesla?
Volkov.
She's fucking cute as fuck, man. Oh, she's cute. And
Define cute as fuck. I'm really
cute
curious.
as- well, me, I'm cute as fuck.
Okay.
It's fair.
And they did the liberty like from the 1986 film where they have Megatron, although now he's Galvatron in this film.
Yeah.
You don't see any change in the character like that, but they make reference to the fact that Galvatron in the film is actually Megatron. And John Goodman, he voiced Hound. The action was really, really good, really, really tight. Like I said about the typical, goofball characters, but I mean Optimus Prime. I mean he's just fucking badass in this film. He is pissed. He is fucking pissed, man. And I like what they did with the storyline. As far as the Dinobots go, this is where I had my only real disappointment is that they didn't speak. That the Dinobots did not speak, and therefore Greg Berger, who voices Grimlock in the G1 series, did not have any have any role in this film, which I'm sad to say. You know, I was really kind of looking forward to it, but it never happened. But they do make reference that there is going to be another film. So,
Oh boy.
oh boy, the Transformers Part 5.
Can I talk about what I found the most fascinating about that movie?
Sure.
And this was brought to my attention. Apparently, Mark Wahlberg plays the super jacked, out of work, scientist, mechanic kind of guy.
Yeah, inventor type of guy.
Inventor. And he has a daughter who's 17. She's still in high school. She's 17, correct?
Yeah, she's played to be 17, but she's 19 now.
Yes. But in the film, she's 17,
Yes.
and he's angry because her boyfriend is 20 years old.
That's correct. Yes.
And
Did you see this film?
No,
Okay.
but it was brought to my attention. The character is an Irish race car driver
Right.
in Texas.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, but played by an Australian who didn't change his accent. But I thought the best part of that movie was that when Marky Mark's pissed that his 17-year-old daughter is hooking up with a 20-year-old, his character's 20-year-old, he carries around a laminated note or picture of the Jack and Jill clause that's in Texas.
Yes. You sure you didn't see this movie?
I didn't see it. But for
Why
those
does
who
he
don't know,
do this?
there is a Jack and Jill clause in the state of Texas that is okay to have sex with a minor as long as you started the relationship when you were both minors.
What?
Not like
Yeah.
Splunkers, but
Yeah.
like if you were.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
I
it's
know
a
what
real
he's.
law.
I know what he's saying. What he means is that if say you're both say like one is 17 years old and the other is like 14 years old.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
The voice of reason is finally here. Thank you, Tiny.
That as soon as one of the members hits 18 years old, it is legal for that person to still date who is still now underage person.
Yeah,
So-
date but not have sex with.
So if he's 20, he would have probably been at least like 17
And
when
she would have
was-
been 14.
Yeah, I mean it's too old, but is it more creepy to carry around a laminated copy of that law?
Eliminated?
No, I don't think
Lemonade.
so. I mean, you gotta back yourself up somehow. I mean, by going by the law. I mean, what else? I mean, that's the perfect way to fuck with people is by using the law against them.
Sure.
Sure.
That's just very funny to me. Hey, Tiny, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Tiny.
I'm all right.
Welcome to the conversation.
Yes. We were a little afraid that we weren't going to have any Deadites on this podcast. But we do have Mr. Tiny White. Let me give him the correct introduction. The katana-wielding, synth-collecting, mask-wearing composer and songwriter for the Deadites, Tiny White.
Hi.
You rewiring the studio a little bit there, Tiny?
Yeah, got some new stuff in here. Two
Whoa.
new things.
What'd you get?
Sounded good. Moog Multimoog and
No.
a Roland Alpha Juno one. Good shit.
You're crazy,
stuff.
Tiny.
I traded for both of them. I traded some stuff for the Alpha Juno and I traded Little Phatty for the Multimoog.
Oh, you got rid of the little fatty?
And a couple other things. It was a good trade
Little
on both
fatty.
ends.
You got rid of the little fatty?
I did. Yep.
Was that hard to do?
It was, yeah, but it was hard for the other guy to get rid of the Multimoog too. So it was a good trade. That's a definition of a good trade.
How ironic. We're missing our little fatty right now.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
Smoke is pouring from Dynamo's ears right now. You know it's happening.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This will be the first show that he's missed, I think, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty serious.
Yeah, it must be some serious stuff going on with the... I know he had some medical stuff, right? Or was he fighting a monster?
I don't know, man. I
Maybe
didn't
both?
I didn't get the 411.
He was fighting a monster with a cough.
With a cough?
You know, cough. Turn your head.
Ah.
Probably should be concerned, right?
No.
I'm
I
sure
don't-
he's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
I think-
fine. I mean, look at him. He's been through a lot. Nothing will take that guy down.
No.
That's true. He has been through a lot, so
Yeah.
we won't worry about him. Hopefully everything's fine. Everything will be all right. He is immortal after all, right?
Yeah.
So,
So far as we know.
it's,
Yep.
yeah.
Test that theory.
Well, I don't know. I think who's the immortal gunslinger around here?
Well, it is him.
Did it?
Yeah. So is all you have to say about that film that you saw?
Yeah, I would. I mean, as far as the series goes, I would rank it Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, the first film, and then the second film,
Let me
Rise of the Fallen.
see. We had our good friend Nytmare commented. He went to go see it, and so he had some comments. I don't care. I'm not going to go see the film, and this may be a little spoilery. So for anyone out there that doesn't want spoilers,
All right, I won't listen.
he says, so, being a sucker for nostalgia and a glutton for punishment, I subjected myself to Transformers 4. Spoiler bitch fest in the comments. He says, I get it. Base sucks. Story is weak sauce, blah, blah, blah. There's some simple, easy stuff from the IP that would have made a big difference for me. Number 1, G1 Optimus truck form, but transforms into modern Bay Prime. Why? Did you have a problem with that, MZ?
No, not really. Only because I was just happy to see that he actually gave reference to G1 Prime. You know, I mean, he ignored that in the first 3 films, and it's just good to see. I mean, look, Bay's going to do what he wants to do. Simple as that, and he's going to do it his way. And it's going to look the way he wants it to look. And for the past 3 films, he ignored G1 Prime. In fact, he outside of the first film where they referenced Bumblebee as the VW Bug, that was really the only real on-the-spot reference to a G1 character. So while I expected it, I expected him to go back to souped-up Bay Prime, but I'm just glad he made reference, that he gave a big reference to Optimus Prime as the flat-fronted truck.
All right, let's see what else he says. He says, number 2, give Grimlock one speaking line for God's sakes.
Yes.
If I heard him say Grimlock smash, I would have lost my shit. Then again, Michael Bay couldn't bother to do Soundwave's voice, so should have expected this.
Yeah, that's very true. I really was expecting Grimlock to speak, or any of the Dinobots, but mostly Grimlock to speak, and at least give the job to Greg Berger. But I mean, like I said, they're going to do another film, and chances are the Dinobots will be in that, and maybe, just maybe, they'll, Bay will wise up and give Greg Berger a job. But yeah, he's right. They should have given him at least one speaking voice. Meet Grimlock transform or something like that.
Number 3 on
Fuck
his
all
list.
that. Fuck
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck all
And
that.
fuck you.
Every single piece.
Oh!
Fahad said this movie sucks, and you suck, MonsterZero.
Holy sheep.
What is that?
What is that?
A Skype connection.
It's a good thing that Wolfenstein is holding down the special bus over there.
Where the hell is he?
Well, it's a little
He must be
special without you.
he must be
Greg.
on the at the crypt because he sounds good.
You may have wireless.
He may.
Oh.
Well, what a waste of Galvatron's emergence. Some half-ass scientist upgrade, and
Fuck.
he doesn't even transform into a tripod gun.
Transformers. Fuck every piece of modern Transformers.
All right,
Even the toys. Fuck the toys even.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
I mean, if there's no metal in the toys for the new Transformers, I don't care how beautiful they look. It just fuck that. They can all just fuck off.
Fuck him in their ear.
I'd like to see Michael Bay get raped by Optimus Prime.
I'd pay to see that one.
I think what's fucking funny about these is that Michael Bay has made a couple of good movies in the interim of making the last Transformers movie, which makes me think that like the joke is on every fucking buddy else. He just doesn't care. Like he's just like, whatever. I'm just gonna
That
put a
could
bunch
be,
of stuff on screen for 90 minutes, and people are gonna come.
Yeah, he may be that kind of director too. That just they give him a production idea, and he's just like, I'll do whatever you want. I don't care. I want to be rich.
This movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Fuck that movie. Every time someone says something about Transformers, I'm going to say fuck it.
Did you say 2 hours and 45 minutes?
I did.
Heads up.
Jesus Christ! All right, I'm done.
Did you?
It
see,
went by
did you
quick,
see,
though. It went by quick.
Yeah, whatever. Did you see the X-Men movie?
No.
I
I
did.
just saw it.
Did you see the incredible Captain America movie that's probably out of theaters right now?
I did not.
I did.
Shit, really? Wow.
I know Johnny did, but how about Sped McSpenson over there? That's blabbing on about Transformers.
No, I haven't.
No.
Expensive.
It's good. You
Like,
get, you,
I
you
can't
get your
believe
money.
that you would spend $10 on that and not go see these good movies on the basis that it's dumb kid stuff, but then you go spend a lot of money on Transformers. From the mind who brought you going to see the Three Stooges instead of Cabin in the Woods comes $8 dropped on Transformers.
Hey, I like Transformers.
I think that was a smart move going to see Three Stooges. All right.
I love Transformers too. That's why I have a huge problem with all these shitty new movies.
The second
and
one,
kind
or
of the
also?
and kind of the shitty new toys too. Honestly, like fuck the toys.
Oh yeah. I stay away from the toys. Believe me, I do. I mean,
But not the kids that wield them. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's just wrong.
just keep your laminated card. Just that's all.
Rocky.
MonsterZero likes to touch.
If you're carrying around a laminated card with a law spelled out on it, probably you're doing something that you're guilty about, right? Just don't do it. Just
Right?
don't do it. Whether it's legal or not, just you shouldn't have to carry a card around with you.
Like a law,
Yeah.
like a heavy artillery weapon.
Yes, you should carry that around with you.
Well,
I don't know what you mean. Oh, like it.
Yeah,
What
they were
is-
talking. What were you guys
what
talking
does
about?
he
Having
have?
sex with underage children, right?
No.
They give you a
Having sex
card
with
for that?
overage
I
children.
came in late.
Overage.
No, it's the Jack and Jill clause. Tiny Big Net, state of
The
Texas.
Jack and Jill Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it
You
like?
can
If,
fuck whoever you want on a hill.
No, yes.
nice.
Comes down with a bucket and a quarter, or whatever the fuck. No, in the state of Texas, if you are both minors at the time of your boots knocking,
Yeah.
if one becomes an adult first, it's legal.
What if one is like a coal miner and one is a diamond miner?
That's a good point. Good question, Dynamo.
Right,
And not like
right.
splunkers, but like you can't buy beer.
Boots knocking.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. That's interesting. So was that just in Texas or what?
To my knowledge, MZ, you saw the movie.
Yes, I did.
SL says.
As far as I know, it's just in Texas. I wouldn't know. I never heard of it before.
Wait.
What if I'm 40?
Texas is a big state.
SL says she's 12, he's 17. A-okay, because he'll soon be 18.
That's what I'm saying. They're fucked up down there.
Right. Right. That's interesting. Actually, yeah. I guess would that be the law?
That's a movie. Make that fucking movie.
As a native Texican, even I see the flaw in that.
Texican.
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, since we are 100%, since we're now have gained 40% of the Deadites, let's go ahead and might as well do the whole shebang. Get all the intros out of here. We have the immortal gunslinger, singer, and lyricist for the Deadites, Mr. Dynamo Mars.
I've gone up to only a probability of 85% of not gonna die.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
that's a
Yeah,
good
that's pretty
probability. You are immortal, though.
I get-
Immoral. No, it's immoral.
Oh, the
Immoral
immoral
gunslinger.
gunslinger. I got
Yep.
Haven't you heard about my laws I made in Texas?
it. There was a typo in there the whole time.
20 years later, it all comes out.
Today the doctor said I am almost 100% sure this isn't the problem. It's not like a cancer problem. But I took 15 different biopsies while you were out.
Right. Right.
So I'm a little worried of where they came from. Like, it wasn't just arbitrarily digging into the inside of my throat. So maybe I am gonna die.
They might have just taken some tissue.
Cross your fingers.
They might have found some bumps in
Think
there.
about how much easier those two on the other side of the table's life would be.
Butt biopsy. Sexy librarian, come on.
What?
Butt biopsy? No. Did they do both ends or just one?
No, that was a threat though, because I am 40 and I've never had it. I thought I'd finally know how the redhead babysitter felt.
Exactly. He's like, I can go up there while you're here. I'm in the mood.
He may have. They told me I would be drowsy but be awake during it.
Yep.
They said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Michael." And then I woke up in the recovery room.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
Yeah, it was
Definitely.
awesome.
They did that when I get my wisdom teeth out. They said, count down from 100. I said, 1.
Keep that in the back of your mind during the review of this film.
You're going to feel a small prick in your mouth.
Oh,
Why'd you come over?
hey, ooh.
Hey
Oh,
now.
shit. Look who we got in the chat.
Who?
Look. This guy right here. Hey, don't shut your camera off.
It's
I'm
just
switching.
all black.
Oh, shit. I can't
Don't
show it.
So on tonight's show, what happened?
And there he goes. Patrick was in there for a second. Psycho Patrick.
Psycho
I mean, Patrick or whatever his name is. The big one.
Hochstetter.
Yes.
Yes. So on tonight's episode, we're going to review the film Almost Human. This is the one from Joe Begos. I think I'm saying his name correctly, because I think there was 2 films called Almost Human that came out in the same year.
Yeah.
One's a TV show.
No, one had what's his face, Judge Dredd in it, the guy who played Dredd.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Like a
No,
crime
no.
drama.
No, it's
Yeah,
an
it was.
actual film.
No, it's a TV
It
show.
was a TV show.
Is it?
At Bones.
Wasn't there 2 TV shows that Almost Human? Oh, I'm sorry. There's like
You were just gonna warp reality to make yourself right.
no, there's like 10
It's
films.
like, hold on, I'm putting a website together right now.
There's like 10 films named Almost Human, and I
Yeah,
got my
yeah.
I got my things confused here.
Well, which one you watch? Because I'm not sure.
There's although apparently Shockwaves, I didn't realize this. Shockwaves from 1977 was also known as Almost Human.
No shit, huh?
Did you know that, MZ?
No.
You know Shockwaves.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you love that.
With Peter Cushing.
Him, Starscream, everybody.
There was one in 2011. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. That was called
Shockwaves
Almost
with the
Human.
zombies, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yep.
The German.
were-
Nazi
They were-
zombies.
No, yeah.
That should have been called Used to Be Human.
Mm-hmm.
Were human.
I remember this. Shit, I haven't seen this in a minute.
These were like Nazi zombies that had guns and zombie, and without any exaggeration or hyperbole, they drowned everyone that they came across.
Oh yeah, that's that classic with them
Yeah.
coming out of the freaking lake.
It's the
Yeah.
other. It's
Oh yeah, so good, so good.
It's like Dead Snow, except they're not coming
Yeah.
out of the snow; they're coming out of the lake.
This
it's
was
like
in
Dead
summer.
Snow, except this was fucking awful.
Yep.
So we are going to review the film from 2013, Almost Human, not the TV show with what's his face in it. And
McCoy.
Not the old show. Not the old show.
yeah,
but
what the fuck's
new show?
Bones.
what's his name? Bones.
Karl
yeah.
Urban.
Karl Urban. Thank you. That's
Keith
it. Yeah.
Urban.
Keith Urban. No, that'd be a very different show, I think. So we're going to review that. We're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to. What are we going to do, Raven Shadow? What else?
I was gonna fucking, probably be assholes for near 3 hours.
We're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
we're gonna do.
I like that. Like that. Like that.
You
Hey,
like that?
MZ, how's that chair feel?
Feels wet.
Is it because you just
I'm kind of
spent $20 on a Starscream action figure?
No, I didn't spend $20 on a Starscream action.
If it was
figure.
any more than that, do not open your fucking mouth.
I will open my mouth whenever I feel like it,
Oh, boy.
douchebag.
I
Here we
know
go.
that's what the boys down at the dock say. Like, how
34.
much did you spend for that? Because I buy toys, but I buy toys from good licenses.
Takara's not a good license.
Takara?
Takara.
The hell's Takara?
George
that's-
Takara. He was in Star Trek.
Right,
There you go.
the first ones. The TV show, not the
Takara?
movie. With
Really?
Karl Urban.
Sin Cara? What?
Sin Cara is not good. They was fired.
MZ, are you moist? Rocky's asking.
Only from the ass down.
What does he talk like? I know he's making fun of me somehow.
Your,
but
your
I just-
chair is wet, dude. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's not wet from. I haven't been there 9 days or something.
Yeah,
It's
I
not-
know.
it's
That's
not
the
wet. It's not
problem.
wet.
That's the scary part about it.
It's
Yeah, sure, it's not all the shit you put in your hair now.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
it's the stuff. I just
These
want.
toys don't look that great. This one's not bad. That just looks plasticky though. I miss those. Like, did we run out of fucking metal? Like, did they
Yeah,
just
I
not
know,
make
huh?
kids toys on
We
metal?
ran out of helium. How crazy is that?
Oh shit, we did.
There's a legit helium shortage.
God damn it.
Are you really?
Is twisted as my mind. I'm not even sure I could make that up arbitrarily.
Yeah, that would have to be true. You can't make shit like that up.
Rocky in the chat room says 9-day anal leakage. Does it have a skin on the spot?
Hold on,
Raven
I'm
Shadow,
gonna
does
search
it?
out some helium. This sounds like bullshit.
I shouldn't have eaten those Hoppo gummy bears.
I don't know, man. Sit back down.
Oh man! All right. Well, we got lots of stuff going on. We're gonna review that movie. We haven't even picked out a movie for next week yet either. So that'll be
MonsterZero,
fun.
if you want to know a trick that will make you and everyone else happy, if you lean back, it blocks out the light a little more and nobody sees you.
I'm good, thanks.
I'm good, thanks.
I do it. I love it.
This is great. This is great stuff.
This is nice.
So what are the accommodations like over there, Dynamo?
Awesome. Just popcorn.
Not bad. He doesn't have to eat the microphone to talk into it.
No, I'm way over here actually.
What kind of mic? What kind of mic you rocking?
Awesome.
It's an SM.
Both the real one and the fake one.
It's an SM57.
I got PG-48s here.
Fuck those PG-48s.
The IG-88.
These are strictly R-rated microphones.
they
not
they
PG.
are. They are.
All right,
They are.
this is boring. Let's go on. All right, so we're going to cut to a break here, and then we'll be back to discuss. What was the name of that movie again?
The TV show Almost Human.
Nope.
Dead Snow.
Keith Urban's greatest hits.
Keith Urban's greatest hits. Yep.
Shockwaves.
Shockwaves.
What?
Oh, Transformers. That was a fucking movie.
Yeah.
No. Tiny.
Shockwaves and Ramjets.
Say it.
Dead Snow.
No.
No.
Fuck Transformers.
Can we make a movie called MonsterZero Never Says Ramjets again?
Ooh.
Ramjets.
Ramjet, Thrust.
Yeah, Thrust. How many? There's a lot of fucking weird names
What?
in Transformers.
Raven Chat, what's going on the Fib?
Oh my God, so much fucking content. And actually, I'm glad you asked. Good question, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you.
I was engaged.
You're married.
Two
In a
women made that mistake?
How can you be-
Conversation.
How can you be engaged?
in a
Do you mean
conversation.
engorged?
I was engorged. I was fucking ravenous. I was insatiably in a
Yeah.
conversation last
But
night.
you
on the
just
fifth.
couldn't reach, right?
I fucking
No matter
tried.
how hard you tried.
It was like the fucking brass ring. I just
Right.
tipped
right.
it like a fucking Money in the Bank match, like John Cena winning it. Thank fucking God.
Hey,
know,
hey.
You know this really happened.
Hey.
That's the horrifying part.
Well, that's 15 minutes of that fucking pay-per-view I won't have to watch. On to Raw.
Spoiler alert. No, on the Fib, there's talks of American Gods. There's talks of the Neverwhere, my favorite Neil Gaiman book, and the DC Vertigo adaptation. What's it called?
I think we
Adaptation.
I think we realize
Adaptation.
they're both real.
They both
Adoption.
good.
Real.
Right?
They're both good.
Yeah, and SL, if you're out there, if you're in the back, if you're on the Fib, we do have them at the shop, just not number 1 or number 4.
What good is that?
Well,
So
you're,
you can figure it out though.
yes, you read the book. Just the
Yeah,
picture
just
version.
just go straight through. You know what I thought was awesome? They I won't say anything more than the sacrifice to the lake god. That was so freaking awesome how that panned out.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
SL?
know.
Can I get a what?
Know what else was awesome on the Fib the other day?
What?
When everyone spontaneously got their nerd period at the same time because I didn't agree with that.
I didn't say anything.
I totally missed that. I'm sad I missed that.
Bunch of D-bags.
I couldn't even go back and read it. It looked ridiculous.
It was so long.
But Raven Chat, how would somebody find this so-called Fib that we discuss?
Good question, Johnny. I think I don't know how to find it. You put it on my phone. I don't really
That's
know.
right,
I'm
yeah.
already a member. But if you're smarter than I, you go onto Facebook, type Trick or Treat Radio. What's the address?
Facebook.com and just search for Trick or Treat Radio. Ask to be invited. We'll let you in.
There you go. We'll
Yep.
let you in. There's all kinds of stuff. Dynamo's fucking yelling at people. He's writing manifestos. We're talking Neil Gaiman. We're talking Transformers 5. What
No,
number
we're
is it?
not. We're
No?
not talking. No.
Might be.
We're talking
Did we?
good stuff.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna delete
Nightmares.
that
You're
post.
going to scare people away. Jesus.
Fuck that post. I'm gonna delete that post. if I see it.
Good. Delete it. Delete it. We're
Just for
talking.
the record, if anyone's listening, especially Michael Ledger, when you guys say something, it's an opinion.
Right.
When I say something, it is a manifesto.
Manifesto Destiny.
You put the man in manifesto.
That's true.
The Katana's joining the fucking Green Arrow cast. That's exciting.
That is exciting. I have.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
I like that show. I like Arrow.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
good.
I'm good with that.
Dynamo is which 80s heavy metal band he is Motley Crue.
Molly Kurt's true. I knew it.
Right.
No.
I'm Iron Maiden apparently.
I knew you were gonna get Iron Maiden as I breezed by all the absolutely boring pussy exes.
You're Iron Maiden.
Like groupies. Groupies, we don't need them. Booze.
So you're saying Iron Maiden and a bunch of pussies?
I'm saying that a majority of Iron Maiden don't have any use for pussies.
So they're all gay?
I don't know about all of that. This is like Pat Patterson. This isn't a very well kept secret here. I'm not surprised what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It actually is going to be like Freddie Mercury. No.
That's what Raven Shadow would have got.
Culture Club was weird. Who saw that coming?
It was weird.
I thought he was this outrageous. I didn't know.
All right, let's cut to a break. We'll be right back to discuss Almost Human.
Dead or alive?
Do you love a scary story? Do you love to dance? The Big Scary Monster Hunts at Midnight is a collection of dark songs about sex, love, death, revenge, and the end of the world. Brought to you by the world's greatest monster hunting electro-shock band, the Deadites. Available on iTunes, Google Music, Amazon, CD Baby, and all other digital distribution sites.
Hey, you matzo heads. This is Larry Fine, and you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Hello, darlings. It's your favorite whiskey-drinking, litigious, singing, dancing fantasy girl. Want to reach out to me and the world's greatest monster-hunting multimedia organization, the Deadites? Log on to Facebook.com/the Deadites. It's got all the info you need to follow the world's greatest monster hunting band, like live appearances, info on your favorite Deadite, music, and all the links you need to our new weekly multimedia and all our side endeavors. Too many letters on Facebook? That's okay, sugar. Just follow us on Instagram and Twitter @the Deadites. Hope to see you soon, and we'll leave the lights off.
We'll just tease the folks with that just a little bit. What'd you think of that, Dynamo? Dynabro. I can hear him reaching for the mic.
Did we lose him?
I don't know.
Dynamo, are you there, buddy?
I'm sorry.
There he is.
One of the most low maintenance endeavor that I have, just all of a sudden had like it made the nerd period I talked about a few minutes ago look like a fucking riot. And apparently I'm the only one moderating this board right now, so I just had to go ban some people and tell them to shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay.
Well, it's okay because I do like the ratings board. We work in secret.
Do you hear a little something different?
Yeah, you
going
sound
on?
weird. You sound like you're Ultron or something.
Well,
I found some helium.
Oh, maybe that's what that was.
Yep, Dynamo's gonna find some helium too.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think you guys are a bunch of pussies. This helium makes me sound like a robot.
He sounds like Conky from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Conky.
What the hell is that?
that's
Twiggy?
Pee-wee's conch shell.
Conky.
Conky.
Conky. Conky.
Conky Kong?
Yes. Well, we have someone else on the line because I thought we were going to be short someone tonight, so I set it up. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I met my old lover on the street last night. Hey, weird dudes.
What's up, Weirdy?
Hey, weirdy.
It's like the old
Crazy
days.
Old Rick live in living color.
I thought it was going to be someone else, but yeah, it's Crazy Old Rick.
Hey, just kidding, guys. I gotta go, but Psycho's right here, though. He wants to speak with you.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
All right. Hey, have a good night, guys.
See you, Crazy Old Rick.
Bye.
Love you.
That
Hey,
guy's always ready for the marathon. Crazy Old Rick is.
Oh,
Fellas.
hey, Psycho
Hey.
Patrick.
Hey,
Hey.
What's going on?
what up?
This is
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
What's Crazy Old Rick doing at your house?
yeah. Wait, you hanging out with Crazy Old Rick?
No, he's traveling across the country this summer.
Yeah.
Well,
So
he
he
seems
just-
to always be in Chicago.
But that's all he does. He travels from one side of the country back to the other side. That's his life.
That doesn't sound very fun.
I'm his halfway point.
That's true. You are pretty much the halfway point.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing? Talking
Oh.
shit?
Yeah, we're gonna review a movie.
Talking shit?
You obviously went and saw Transformers, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was fucking awesome.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Nope. Don't want to see that movie at all.
Oh, hey.
You guys,
Oh, hey.
yeah. Oh.
you guys, when you gonna throw the rope?
Oh my God!
SL just fucking went nuts in the chat room.
Those fucking kids.
Throw the rope.
How long do you... Like, I reckon you would have been dead by now. Like, this is terrible.
You know,
Just-
nobody else know we down here.
So, just so you guys know, the only quiet place that I could find to record is the cave where these kids are.
You guys very irresponsible.
Will you get away from my mic? You smell kind of dead. Like, at least get some deodorant. Order some deodorant.
You throw the deodorant.
True to deodorant.
You do realize I just walked right down here, right? You can just leave whenever you want.
No, you're way up there. We down here. You need to throw the rope.
But I'm using the rope right now.
Oh, hold on. Come on down.
Nope.
What the fuck is going on?
What are you using the rope for?
Yeah.
Right now, climbing. Hold on a second. All right.
Okay, let's go up, man.
It's no. It's kind of nice down here. It's cool.
What are you doing?
Let's take this rope down so nobody else will fall.
Hey, well, why you put the rope down, man? Oh shit, man.
Think about how cool it is. Is that hot Mexican sun?
Let's tie this rope to my sister. Throw her up there and then climb up.
Yeah, your sister's down here, huh?
Yes.
Oh wait, we'll go back to that whole Texas thing again.
Whoa. Well, I reckon that I don't know what the outside is, but the inside's about a 900-year-old demon.
Oh man, that's not good.
So what you two did isn't good.
We didn't do nothing.
There's no Jack and Jill Smith law in Texas. Like, if you're related, that's wrong.
It is?
Yeah, dude. Where's the TV down here?
There's no TV.
What are you guys been doing?
There's a rock, a devil, a sister, and now a rope. And you. That's it.
Oh.
All right, I'm going up. I'll be back for you.
Okay.
Just wait a second.
That was SL.
It's a weird broadcast.
Yeah, this is a weird broadcast.
I left those kids. Those kids are still down there.
Yeah, we down here. We're still right here, dude.
Sorry. Let me move a little bit further away.
Fucking
Those
kids.
kids are still down here. Are we responsible for them or anything?
I still hear you.
Should we throw them some food?
SL says they're gonna eat you, Dynamo.
Wolfie, this is your what's our somebody called Matrix and see what we're legally liable for with these children.
This is ridiculous. So we got to do something about this. That's why you comes in contact with them.
Raven Shadow.
Shit, I left my popcorn down there.
We know it's all bullshit when you pick up a phone. You don't even know how to use that.
I know. My battery died.
All right. Well,
she's busy tonight anyway.
All right. Well, we need to review this film, Psycho. I since you just sort of joined us, I can't imagine you watch this film.
I watched the beginning of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I started to watch it, and I liked it better when it was called Fire in the Sky.
There you go. DB Sweeney like a motherfucker.
You just stole Raven Shadow's
That
fucking...
sucks. Did
Yeah.
it? You fucking did. You fucking did, Psycho. I love you very much. Trick.
The only thing is, Psycho, you only watched the beginning, so, you know.
So you
you have
saw
an
more.
excuse.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
more of the film than he did.
Yeah.
I like the part
Yeah.
where he was on the ice and he skated.
Huh? What?
That's different.
Was it? Thank you,
something
Dynamo.
else.
Yeah, what?
Cutting Edge. Remember
Alright.
the movie he did, No Man's Land with Charlie Sheen? That was a good
What are
fucking
you
movie.
fucking talking
What?
about?
No,
DB Sweeney.
Oh, DB. Oh, okay.
And Charlie
Dabney
Sheen.
Sweeney.
You're not the guy that jumped on a plane with all the money?
That was
DB Cooper.
that was DB Cooper. I heard about him from the Kid Rock song.
All right. Almost Human.
Yeah, Milbury is showing.
Wait, did you just say Elmo's human?
Elmo's Human.
Oh, okay.
Almost Human from 2013. 80 minutes long. This
Did you say Alamode
I was-
human?
this sci-fi horror film was directed and written by Joe Begos. Begos?
Oh, that's Bagels.
Bagels. Joe Bagels.
Joe
Bagels
Bagels.
Joe Begos.
Joe Bagels.
And it stars Graham Skipper, Josh Ethier, Vanessa Lee, Susan T. Travers. I think I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Hey now.
And Anthony Amaral. Let me give you the synopsis we have here. Mark Fisher disappeared from his home in a brilliant flash of blue light almost 2 years ago. His friend, Seth Hampton, was the last to see him alive. Now a string of grisly, violent murders leads Seth to believe that Mark is back and something evil is inside of him. So,
More or less, yeah.
who would like to kick this off?
I could do it.
All right. Dynamo.
So after looking at IMDb, this film played a little differently for me because the guy who played the main monster, Mark, the character's name was Mark whatever.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, that's the dude that edited Contracted. So what I was hoping was going to happen, that he was going to die in 1987, so Contracted never happened.
Oh,
But
that'd be
apparently
interesting.
we
He's
saw,
probably going to listen to this episode just knowing our track
you
record.
saw.
Just,
Well, that's fine because if he's really if he goes back and listens to the Contracted episode, I already won't be his best friend. That said, at least I knew it was a fucking zombie movie and there wasn't a zombie chain like Chip and Dale over there. Anyway, this film probably worked much better for me than it did for everybody else because I was still in the sweet, sweet caress of morphine.
Oh, lucky bastard.
So, there are some character thing. When I went back and read a little bit about it, I'm like, oh, that happened. That's why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I may have fell asleep for about 25 or so minutes, but they were still in the same house, still running away from the same one guy with an axe. So I didn't miss a whole heck of a lot. There was a simplicity to this film I liked very, very much. There was the practical effects in this film I liked very, very much. Like, they were flawed, but the gore, in fact, I would say that only one special effect wasn't awesome, one practical special effect. And for some reason, when you add vagina to that practical effect, it turned awesome somehow.
Yeah.
So that was,
vagina makes everything awesome.
I've been told.
you don't know?
No.
I bet if she had 70s bush, he wouldn't have been able to get purchased.
No.
Well, it is 80s Bush, though.
Nice. Yeah.
I heard a brilliant theory the other day that we are at the prime evolution for vagina right now.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Like, just with the grooming habits and everything. Like, some asshole that went to the prom and lost his virginity probably had better vagina than Jimmy Page did after the Madison Square Garden show.
It's an interesting point.
Yeah, like you fucking pop open that girl's like hot 60s like cutoffs, and it looks like she was trying to smuggle like Nell Carter in between her legs. But now,
Nell Carter
in the day,
give me a break.
Now,
nice one.
Some men like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Some do. It's true.
Give me the Abdul-Jabbar cut.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Some men make flesh out of dead women's bodies. Like, we can't, can't win them all, I guess. But yeah, if you think about it, most people today don't appreciate how well, how nice their vagina is.
Yep. Patrick,
Sure.
what do you think? What's your preference? How you doing down there, by the way? How you doing?
Oh boy. I like a little bush.
You do.
You put him on the spot, you know.
Like a little bush, or like just go like full on. You want a Mr. T, like full length, but just down the middle.
Or do you want like Black Dynamite?
I want it all.
Do you want a Theo Huxtable, where just the middle is shaved and everything else is still there?
You want, or the kid in play? I hear that's pretty popular.
The kid in play.
Yeah.
What about the Soul Glow?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but if this was really in the 80s, then that part was very anachronistic.
Yes. Yes.
Rocky says, "I love a good coonskin face mask."
Oh shit.
SL says, which fucking pissed me off. So not 87, 89. Maybe the TVs, maybe the phones, maybe the cars. Nothing else. Ugh.
Here's the thing. Like, if you have a little bit going on, I don't mind that, but I don't want to take a sexy selfie and look like Fidel Castro. So at the end of the day, you know, ladies, just keep that in check.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I am gonna have a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be kissing Abraham Lincoln, you know.
Raven Shadow's wife does a good job.
Hey.
Oh.
I complimented her.
Hey.
Is that true?
Anyway, yeah, the sex librarian is right.
She does cut hair.
Just cut. Yeah. No, I enjoy, you know, a tuft of cotton candy framing a paper cut. That's what I like. That's what I like.
What? Going back in the fucking hole.
To quote the late great Bill Hicks, that's what I enjoy.
And don't vajazzle that shit. I don't want it to look like I don't want it to look like Liberace was there.
Somebody needs to cover this hole up now.
What the fuck is a vajazzle?
Are you serious? You don't know what a vajazzle is?
Show me your phone.
MonsterZero, you want to come down here?
Hey, we trying to sleep, man.
You
You're not gonna throw the rope. At least shut the fuck up.
You kids are too young for this.
All right, I'm going back up and I'm taking the rope.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, hold on.
Well, you forgot your popcorn.
Throw up. You hand me the popcorn.
What?
Hand me the rope.
I'm not gonna hand you no popcorn.
Why?
Why you think, man? Because you got the rope. I give you the popcorn. You give me the rope.
Do not put your sister breath near my popcorn.
I'm taking the rope, man.
So what do you think of this movie, Dynamo?
I'm finally out of this hole, man.
But I got the popcorn.
Oh shit! I do like popcorn.
Come get it. Come get it.
Okay, give me the popcorn.
I'm throwing up there.
This is
stupid kid.
This is fantastic radio.
Can we talk about vaginas again?
No.
You stupid kid.
Dynamo.
You're right. This is fantastic radio. Can we go back to the 25-minute long intro again where you talk?
I was trying not to talk. I had to save it a few times. Go ahead, talk about this fucking movie.
We should save these kids.
Yeah, we should. As long as we have our priorities.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about beaver. Just talk about beaver
pussies.
trims.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So, SL is 100% right. They did a lot of things right about the like what was the 80s, you know, but like there was a few things that like just didn't feel right. That said, most of this movie was filmed in Blackstone Valley, so that's just the way it really looks down in Cranston, Rhode Island and whatnot. So the wood scenes all looked awesome in this movie because of the weird filter that they used on everything. And I think that's how you make a no budget film like this work. You just fucking make everything that you can't make look awesome look weird, right? So if you can't light a forest a certain way, like have it look like off-worldly. I liked the whole middle of the movie a lot, though I don't really understand. Like, I guess it was explained in dreams and nosebleeds, but I'm not positive how he knew that his friend was coming back.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess that was that. Again, all the practical effects A double plus. Awesome. This was a cool homage, in my opinion, to the things like The Thing and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and very simple. I like the. I couldn't place. Maybe MonsterZero could help me. I feel like they stole that yelling gag from something, like the screech, the way the monster yelled. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, that would be Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Was it that?
The Donald Sutherland?
Yeah, the Donald Sutherland one.
version.
Okay. Yeah, that very well could be it. That's not like tapping me on the head. And you know how when you're thinking of something and somebody gives you the answer, like, but that could be it. I might have just saw it recently out of place, but I thought that was an interesting like monster power, like in a cool low budget way to immobilize somebody without having like a wonky looking dumb laser beam or whatever, like that kind of black canary screech. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Was pretty cool. I don't, again, take this with a grain of salt because of the condition I was in, but I don't have a problem with this movie.
All right, MZ, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, you know, there were a lot of references made into this film. Of course, The Thing, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Fire in the Sky, that was all mentioned before. And little droplets of hints of reference, like the very first scene where it had that Channel 83, and then that would just fall down, and I'm thinking, holy shit, this is going to be another Videodrome, you know.
Well, that's actually the director's like.
Yeah, that's his production company.
Production company. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a production company. That wasn't part of the movie. Okay, I hate it when they do that.
I thought it was going to be 2 originally, and then it didn't go anywhere. So
And but I enjoyed this film for what it was. It was simple. It wasn't very complex at all. You know, it's a very simple story. The acting was pretty good. You know, not the worst I've ever seen, but certainly not the best. The guy who the actor Graham Skipper played Seth Hampton.
Yep.
He looks like a poor man's Elijah Wood, doesn't he?
If you look at his IMDb photo, like, I can't word this politely. I'm sensitive because now every time we say something bad, somebody fucking calls us on the telephone, right? But though I agree 100% with your acting, his IMDb photo sort of looks like he's on a list of some kind.
Although it does have a Space Invaders shirt on.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He looks like the missing link between Nathan Cody and John Carvin, actually, is what he looks like.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Their ugly little brother.
I can see that. I can see that comparison, though, Zero.
The story was pretty good, though. Although I did feel a little bit of, unless I took it the wrong way, of Mark's character, where he was in this was like maybe about 80% of the film, maybe, where he was talking to, I believe it was Jen, and he was like explaining, you know, you left me there. You left me there all by myself, or whatever it was.
Said that to Seth too.
Oh, but maybe it was to Seth, I meant to say. And it's almost though as if he kind of I wasn't sure if it was like him trying to break out of whatever was possessing him to be who he was, or if he just like kind of completely forgot that he was supposed to stay in character, or whatever the case may be. It just didn't seem right. It kind of fell out of the pacing of the character.
I agree.
It just didn't. But I mean, that's minor little things.
Yeah,
I mean,
from a writer's point of view, I think that might be, you have to be very judicious in where you use that sort of referential shorthand.
Right.
And I think that was probably one of those cases where it just kind of didn't work.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for him to be talking to Jen and say like, we can take over the world, and then he's back to like, oh, but I don't want to be who I am. It doesn't exactly work.
Do you really think I want to be like this, or whatever it is that he said? He said something something similar to that anyway.
It was like really whiny Lestat. Really.
Yeah,
it didn't work at all. You expect me to live in existence like this?
and also I agree so far with Sexy Librarian. Oh, sorry, it's the chair. And that the fact that this is taking place in the 80s has absolutely zero reference, because there's no situation in which modern technology would have assisted in this film. So putting it in, like cell phones, internet. So like having this movie take place in '87, then in '89, it just didn't do anything for the story. It's a completely pointless time frame that they put this in. But the acting was fairly good. The way it was lit was very nice. I love the way it was lit, especially during the outdoor scenes and the forest scenes and the wood scenes, like Dynamo said. Not too bad, and just the right amount of time frame too. I mean, it's a 79-minute film, and can you believe how long that fucking closing credit sequence was? It was like 8
very
minutes.
long, yeah.
It was like 8 minutes long. It was ridiculous, and that
so the
was
fact
just
that
done.
you know that how long it was makes me think that you had looked during the credits and stayed to the end. Then, right?
Oh yeah, I stayed.
I thought that was pretty obvious, but pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Because
Yep.
I was saying to myself, hey, what the hell, and then they bring it up at the end. So at least they didn't forget that, or because it was an 8-minute closing credit sequence. They have to cover that time frame in order for it to be registered as a feature film, and it has to be 75 minutes or longer. So I wasn't sure if that last scene was added on to pad out the time more, or if it was originally part of the script.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters, though. But I mean, I'm glad that they stuck it in there.
The credits rolled really slowly. I'm sure they slowed that down to a crawl, literally.
I think the post-credit sequence, I think, is just kind of part of the language of contemporary film right now.
Yeah. Like, will there be a sequel? Maybe not. Who knows? Ooh. But
that one's called More Human Than You, Man.
But I enjoyed the film. I mean, I'm not gonna kick it out of bed, but I'm not gonna really snuggle up with it either.
I'm not gonna kick it out of bed for having a hairy bush.
No, I enjoyed it for what it was, and that's that.
All right, Raven Shadow.
All right, I would agree mostly with what.
You're stealing my shtick.
Well, I went before you. It was fun. Yeah, the tentacle stuff was fun. I liked not knowing what this movie was going to be, except that somebody was almost human. You know what I mean? Like, it was fine. I liked the phone with the cord. That was good. I remember that. Remember dialing. But I'm actually checking out the IMD, and Vanessa Lee, who played Jen Craven.
Did you just say IMD?
IMD. IMD's nuts.
Isn't that what makes the power go out when they drop one of those bombs? Isn't that birth control?
EMP.
Yeah,
I think that's the birth control.
Did you say IMADB?
Yes, that's what he said.
But she starred in a little flick called She Feast, which is a cult of violent and sexually empowered women ritualistically kill and eat men. And I want to watch that movie.
She Feast?
Good, yeah.
She looks like a she feast.
Beg your pardon?
I don't know what that means.
He doesn't either.
That's just a gender's title, though, isn't it?
I don't know what that means either.
You don't say like, pork feast and show up and all of a sudden you're eating beef, right? Should be called he feast.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's Miss.
Well, it's her feast, right?
She feast though.
Mm-hmm.
So she called her feast.
Her feast. Yeah, her feast.
She bopped.
Her
too,
feast.
Probably.
Simplex B.
As we learned, Cindy Lauper taught us about independent women of the '80s. She probably bopped too.
Yeah. Well, when was Gloria Steinem?
Was she the girl that sang "Don't Leave Me This Way"? Is
Yes.
that her? Okay.
They burn bras. No, it was
Yeah, I don't ever bring her up on the show again.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It was
Few
adequate.
people I don't know that I hate.
Who do you hate?
The girl that made "Don't Leave Me This Way"
Oh.
and the dumb feminist girl.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Raven Shadow.
Yes.
Is that it?
Oh, I thought you were asking me a question.
No.
No. It was fine. Yeah.
It was fine, okay.
The fire in the sky gimmick's already done. Could be-
Well, those are tropes of Alien. Those are like, that's supposedly the way it really is.
yeah.
Yeah. True.
It was fine. I kind of wish I was watching Big Trouble in Little China.
Does no one care that this was
Trouble
filmed?
Big Trouble in a Little Vagina.
That's
Jack and Jill Claus. We're back to
That's a
that.
fucking movie. Tiny, want to write something later on?
that this was. Does no one care that this was filmed, like literally, like
In our
on
backyard.
our doorstep?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Where was it
Definitely.
filmed?
Rhode Island.
Yeah, Cranston and
Coventry.
yeah.
Oh,
in
shit.
In one place was in not Martha's Vineyard, but somewhere like down on the far bottom part of it. I think the diner scene maybe. They were probably looking where to get a real diner in that neck of the woods, but pretty cool, I think. You know, that means we could probably have people that made this on the show.
Not
And they
now.
could- huh?
We haven't spoken too badly about it yet.
That's true.
I don't think that anybody's gonna like take time to play the word jumble. That's generally one of your reviews, Raven Shadow. Like, I think they're gonna be like, well, those first two liked it. That other person said a bunch of words, and then other people talked about it.
But he always starts it off with, yeah,
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
I agree. Who's next, John?
Well, I was going to read, Rocky in the chat room says, you got to dig a lady in the movies doing a Raven Shadow and a figure 8 move, crotch cultivation. That was a nod to Trick or Treat Radio. Nobody picked up on that?
Oh yeah, she was a
figure 8 move?
I don't know what that is.
That's you. Aren't you like no? Are you cutting your legs back and forth like a scissor? I'm not
Yeah.
sure what that is either. I kind of remember. Oh, isn't that like Raven Ball's oral technique, like that and saying the alphabet?
Oh, the alphabet works.
Oh.
Or is it kind of like scratching a record that ladies do?
The ladies do?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see at home, like you're scratching a record
Yeah.
down
yeah.
below though, in
I
the
love
cave.
when ladies do that.
It's called right-clicking your mouse.
There you go. Yes, that's Chicago. That's the Chicago way.
Thistle dubstepping. That's what Rocky called it.
Yeah. Where's he from?
Of course.
Ohio?
Where's Rocky from?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, he's from down south.
No. Where's Ohio?
Not down south.
No, he's
Well-
kidding.
He's from Toronto.
Whoa.
That's southern Canada for you,
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Via South Carolina.
Where's CDR live?
He lives in Canada.
But he's like north.
West,
Way. He's like as
Almost
far
in the
west.
ocean.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan. Is that right?
No, he's not there. That's up north, I think. I don't know. We're showing our ignorance when it comes to Canada.
It was Canada Day on Monday.
Yes. SL points out Trick or Treat Radio skilled at geography. Highly skilled. All right, Psycho
I made out
Patrick.
with some dudes in Montreal. Does that count?
You didn't know they were
I know
dudes,
where
though.
Montreal is.
Yep.
You
And
didn't
now
know?
I know to find out how somebody's a dude, so I learned a lot on that trip.
Psycho, you watch a little bit of this. Why don't you just, talk about what you saw and then make some stuff up?
Sure. Well, I like that it got right. It started right away, and it started with a bang in action, and I thought that was pretty intense. Set the pace pretty well. So I was looking forward to actually watching it. I was watching it in bed on my iPad though. This is a really bad movie to watch with your wife sleeping next to you, because that fucking noise that the guy kept
Oh,
screaming.
yeah.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
True.
So like the dialogue was really quiet, and then all of a sudden he starts screaming like a banshee, and I'm like covering
Yeah.
my iPad
Actually,
like
it was like a banshee.
yeah, like a fucking marine on a grenade.
What about the little pup? Did the pup not like it either?
Oh yeah, she woke her up. Woke her up big time. But other than that, I thought it was going somewhere, and then
What do you think happened?
Jeez.
That's a good question.
No,
Let me hear. Wait, where did you stop?
the last thing I remember is I think he stole that truck. At the
Okay,
gas
well that's pretty
station.
good. And then what happened? What do you think happened?
Oh man, I thought obviously, or maybe not obviously, he was
Okay.
Possessed by an alien.
Okay.
And
Go
I-
on.
what the fuck he was gonna do?
Yeah, he had no fucking clue. He's a crazy motherfucker.
He was killing people.
He was
But
in pretty freaking badass ways
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Is the alien
Yeah.
a fucking ninja? There was like ninja shit going on.
Well, probably like an infiltration thing. He's like scoping it out, trying to get it.
Yeah, but did he like watch like Matrix like style videos, like download kung fu and shit?
He
Yes.
was gone for what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah. He can learn a lot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what was he using for references?
Probably World War II footage. Like Contact.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, because they're in space, man. That shit travels really, really far.
But they were getting local channels when they picked the dude up.
Oh, Channel 38 or whatever it was.
Yeah, they were getting like 25, 38, 56.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the 80s. Maybe Kung Fu Theater was on when they stopped by.
Probably the Movie Loft.
Yeah, that's why it's holy shit.
Yeah.
You just took that right out of my fucking mouth, Dana Hershey.
Dana Hershey.
Welcome to the Movie Loft.
Tonight, I'm going to make any boring, pedestrian, late 70s, early 80s film sound incredibly interesting and important by how slow I'm going to talk about in the intro and the nice sweater I have on. I'm Dana Hershey. Enjoy. School's out.
Who made the Joe Bob Briggs reference the other day? Jay?
Was it Jay? Yeah, I think it was Jay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
He comes out up a lot in a book that I'm reading that you would never think that he would come up a lot in.
Penthouse Forums.
Yeah, nope. Now he comes up.
The Joe Bob Briggs biography.
It's called Men, Women, and Chainsaw.
Nice.
It's good. It's just essays, but he's referenced a couple times.
Just yeah, exactly. Just like Hispanic, Latino.
Yeah, what's
It's written by a bunch of essays.
The Mike Muir Suicidal Tendencies book.
they should be called Essays on Essays. That's a book.
Something
Now,
there.
that's a book. Yeah.
Bleep that out so we can use that.
Yeah.
We don't
Copyright
want
that
out of the
shit
back.
quick.
Yeah.
We're one essay reference away from being the milk creeps.
That's true. Any other thoughts, Psycho? So are you gonna finish watching it? That's the big question.
Yeah. No, I am.
How do you think the movie ended? Let's go there.
I think they killed him.
You think they
his,
killed him? Interesting.
His buddy had to kill him. Tough decision.
Interesting.
You know it. You already know it involves a skin-colored merkin.
Oh man.
Nice.
I got the other. I did get Fire in the Sky a little at the beginning. Just because he disappeared for the 2 years and everything. It was a similar story.
Yep.
But when he came back, maybe it was because he was a redhead. But it kind of reminded me of Dreamcatcher a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen that one.
I mean, it's tough. To be fair, like that is like an urban legend or maybe reality for all we know. Like the idea that.
Wait, Tony, did you go back to the Essays on Essays? Is that what we're talking about?
No.
Yeah, urban legends.
Nice. But I mean, it's real easy to say like, oh, just another alien abduction movie. But it's like it's kind of a genre, you know what I mean? So you can't really fault it too much for being like those other movies in the sense that he gets sucked up into the sky by a bright light.
It's similar, like this movie is so much like Friday the 13th Part 2. Like he's killing all these girls that have sex.
Yeah, SL just brought up an interesting point. How did that guy rip that girl's pants off so easily?
Oh man,
No shit, right?
Was she ready to jump out of a freaking cake or something? Like,
Yeah, those are tearaway panties, man.
that was
Well, he was
ridiculous.
strong, though.
He wasn't that strong though. I mean, he was choking guys out and stuff like that. Well, he was snapping necks. And stuff.
They're I can't even do that with
She
an.
still had her shoes on. SL.
It was awesome.
Wow.
Foxy, I like that.
There's some shitty ass pants.
Yeah, I can't even do that with like an unconscious woman. So like, I'm that's somebody who didn't want me to take their pants
Did you
off.
say
I can't imagine.
incontinence?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it with an incontinent. I would do it with the women's intercontinental champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it's pretty good, Psycho. It's some pretty good thoughts there. I think maybe you'll check it out and then we'll see how it ends.
Yeah, I won't watch Get a Life on YouTube tonight.
Nice.
When I go to bed, I'll finish the movie.
Tiny, why don't you go ahead and give your thoughts?
Yeah, I like this, but I didn't love it. I thought The Wash was. I think that that muted wash. I'm not a huge fan of it, I guess, and that this movie definitely. That's how they made this movie look pro, I think.
I think before you call it a wash, you should take a trip down 146.
What do you mean?
Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's not untrue. That's not untrue. But yeah, I think the movie looked pretty good. I think some scenes maybe were a little underexposed, a little dark. But like I said, I'm not going to fault the storyline for using an alien abduction. Like they're all the same. You know what I mean? That's just the beginning. Like him getting sucked up into the sky by a bright light. That's where the movie sort of starts, you know, and him getting poked and prodded. That's just a setup. But the way that the movie actually panned out was definitely more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Like when I read the synopsis on Netflix, I think it said something like, you know, man disappears for 2 years after being whatever abducted by aliens and goes on a killing rampage. I was like, this is gonna be fucking boring. I haven't watched the movie Rampage because the synopsis is essentially the same exact thing without the aliens. Like a guy goes on a rampage. I don't give a shit about that, you know. However,
Tiny, you're about to get attacked by the biggest beetle I've ever seen.
Really? Where is it?
Is it Ringo or George?
That is a big. It was coming for me.
Almost.
Hey,
like,
love.
almost like Inspector Clouseau style. He like was pretending to ignore it, but he rolled over into his desk.
Really?
Yes.
Hello, love. Do you like my carapace? So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like I thought the action scenes were surprisingly awesome. Like some of the stuff with the axe, the way that the fights kind of played out was surprising, and some of the people that got killed were kind of surprising. The first incidental like gunshot kill was awesome and like kind of set the stage for some really good practical effects and good action stuff. And it was, I don't know, it was brutal in a good way. You know, the gore in this movie was just really visceral in some scenes. I think very successful. And I think that's what this movie hangs its hat on, is those scenes. Without those gory, awesome, brutal action scenes, there's really not a movie here.
The fella who did the FX actually can make a whole highlight reel of people who will never be able to hang their hat on anything again. Like
That's true.
I think
Yes.
that's a special power.
Yeah.
These are some of the best head eviscerations
Oh my
that
God!
I've ever
but-
seen in
yes,
a low budget film, and definitely
most definitely. I still don't know how the fuck he did that last one.
no, it's tough. I do.
He just did it.
That's Rachel's last IMDb
Exactly.
credit.
Yeah, it was insane. Like really good, worth watching just for that, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still a good movie. You know, the weird the alien tube thing situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, but it's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it.
Kind of makes you wonder what they attached their thing to on him when in order to
Whoa,
turn
whoa,
him
whoa,
into the-
Whoa.
Probably his mouth, like he did to everybody.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's kind of interesting, like the whole situation, the end with the truck, the girl in the truck, in the flashback, I guess. Let's just say that. Like, clearly, that thing absorbed people, you know? Are you with me, or do I need to just add, add spoilers
I'm
here?
on.
Oh, no, that like that went into. I think that the bean
Yeah,
like was a parasitic thing.
yeah,
That he tried to pass. You could pass the disease, so
Yeah.
there's that
right.
kind of disease. You know, really on the nose with the sexually transmitted disease,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay.
But then when it came down to it, I think the parasite was who was like in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
definitely.
why when the parasite got in, the last person it got into,
Yeah.
and killed them, you saw it upload all of its prior memories.
It's what it seemed like, yeah, which was interesting. That's
Yeah,
an
I thought
interesting
so, too.
take. But yeah, I liked it. I definitely enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to. And due largely in part to the practical effects.
I didn't think MonsterZero was going to like it, so I'm glad you guys like it.
I pretty much agree with what everyone said. Where it's like our catchphrases now. Like,
Start counting, Dynamo.
I liked it. I didn't love it. No, I thought, like you said, Tony, it definitely wasn't shot on film, but I think they did a nice job of making it look like it was film.
Yeah.
A lot of times with digital, I mean, nowadays with digital, it's pretty hard to tell, but with this, I thought they did a pretty nice job of it. It actually looked like film, and it had like a bit of a grainy look to it, but certainly wasn't, Ghastly Love of Johnny X, film looking good. But and also somebody else mentioned this. I think it was Psycho. The opening was really tense. I thought they did a really nice job.
Yes.
Just sort of set the tone really nicely. And once again, I too thought Fire in the Sky, because that I think is that's one of the very few films I've ever seen that actually scared me a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm not really afraid of aliens, but that movie was one of the few that really got to me.
I'm not trying to be contrary here, but I suspect that this might be where it's
You're not trying to be country or rock and roll?
I'm trying to be more contrary for old men. But like the one thing I thought in because it's in all of these, but the reference that I took away from that was communion.
Yeah, okay.
But I think that was I think communion was Tiny and I's Fire in the Sky.
Sure. And I think I don't even know that I've seen Communion. I know of it. I know Walken's in it, and I think it wasn't like a Showtime original or something like that, or was it? It's
referenced in 3 Deadite songs. If you want to know how badly that fucking trailer just scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's Christopher Walken, Macaulay Culkin, the guy that played Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, nice.
And I think Penny Marshall's actually in it too.
Okay.
It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's a fucking movie. Let's watch that next week.
Well, if I haven't seen it,
I love that you just said okay.
Well, I'll go along with it. It sounds good to me. I like that. I like the sound of it.
I'm writing that script right now.
Yes.
You writing it right now?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Fucking, it all works out.
It all works out in the end.
They all take communion. They fucking drink the wine, and they fucking go into bed.
And they eat Jesus chips.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I don't know if one of you guys mentioned this or not, but the axe cam was awesome.
I don't think we did mention it. Actually.
Okay, but it was used a couple times when the axe was swung, and there was a camera attached to the axe, and I thought it was really effective and just added another dimension to some of the kills.
Yep.
And I thought that was pretty badass. But yeah, I mean the practical effects were great. That's one of the things that really I really enjoyed about this. I thought the acting at sometimes was subpar, but it was passable throughout the film. There were some times when it just was like, it just wasn't very good, but it didn't really detract from the film.
Yeah, there were a couple scenes in particular that stood out. The diner scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually think the only time when it could have been that it was important that it could have been a little better, because all that diner stuff is just throwaway exposition and stuff like that. Is though I do think that the opening was well shot. I think that everybody's acting could have, might have drove it home.
Yeah. There was one scene at the end when Seth was talking to, was it Jen? Was that, I think her name? Yeah.
Yep.
And I just wasn't buying what Jen was saying to me at that time. I don't remember the exact moment, but I remember making a mental note of that.
Yeah.
It was toward the end.
I was hot and cold with her acting. Sometimes she saved a scene, like the diner scene. This is terrible, and then all of a sudden she's just like, actually, it's not that bad.
I agree.
And then other scenes just like, whoa, what happened?
That said, in her defense, there's I think that what makes horror movies work most of the time, especially in not the scary parts, because we've all been scared, is being able to put yourself in this place. You know what I mean? And like the director doesn't have any way to say, all right, you're gonna sit down. You're going to tell him you're sorry that you have alien-induced amnesia and that you blamed him, and you can still be friends and give him your phone number. I felt as she was saying those lines, as a human being, she was like, "What is my fucking character even doing right now? It doesn't make sense in the movie. It doesn't make sense that a human would give this person my phone number, or not call the police when he shows up. It would be like what's her name talking to Cotton Weary and." In Scream, if he just showed up as come on, I just want to talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody mentioned this in the chat room. It didn't really, and I think one of you guys actually mentioned it too, was I didn't really think this, unless there was a specific story, was this a retelling of a this wasn't like a true
They,
event or
they
based
said
on
this
true
was
event.
events in Maine at that time, I think.
Okay, so I don't know if that's supposed to be just like the conceit to get you to buy into the film or not. But the thing I don't know, like it just didn't. This is one I don't think they fully sold me on the time period. Like I think SL was saying in the chat room that like it's fine. Like I don't mind if you want to set your film in the past, but this didn't really. It didn't really do anything. It didn't help it. It could have been set in the present, and it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think.
Yeah. I
so.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and maybe it just wanted to have like sort of a retro feel to it, and it was cool. It was kind of cool seeing the old phones and the answering machines and stuff like that. A bit of nostalgia for us.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm fine with it, but it didn't really do much to the story. It didn't need to be that way. Let's see. And I'd have to say for directorial debut, I think this is a pretty fantastic first showing. I know we've talked a lot about directorial debuts, and we've had a bunch of films we've watched with first time directors, and this one's definitely up there. This is one of the better directorial debuts, and I'm really excited to see what Joe Begos is going to do in the future. And just looking at his IMDb page, and he's wearing
Whoa, that's him?
He's wearing a hardware shirt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Can you enlarge the picture?
we use some FAP material. What
No,
the hell?
I
Cute, huh?
no,
Picture.
I just wanted to.
I just want to see the picture.
He's a tiny guy, isn't he?
So he's actually
You gonna take him?
yeah, he gonna take him.
I thought it was Deep Roy at first. Yeah.
He's actually from IMDb says he's from Coventry, Rhode Island, where most of this was filmed.
There
So
you go.
Cool.
Big ups, coffee milk.
coffee milk. What
Yes.
else?
Buddy
We got
Cianci.
Buddy
Yep,
Cianci.
cabinets, right?
Cabinets in the
Cabinets.
Woods.
Cabinets, the woods. Yeah.
The Water Fire.
Dells, Narragansett.
Narragansett.
Yeah.
I had a chocolate cabinet just the other day.
Nice.
Providence Place Mall.
Oh, hey, speaking
Yeah.
of Narragansett.
The Big Eye.
You said
Speaking of-
water fire, right?
Water Fire.
Fire. Yeah.
Hey, Raven Shadow, speaking of Narragansett, I found out that this summer Narragansett is releasing their beer in the original cans, the
1978 or whatever.
yeah, the old graphics
73 or whatever. Yeah.
from like Jaws and shit.
Word.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
They're coming out with that shit this year.
I'll be drinking.
Because
that shit.
Jaws is actually playing at the Brattle Theater in Cambridge, and they are selling that. Like,
Are they?
yeah, they're selling those old
Nice,
cans
nice.
just in
When's that?
honor.
I'll look now.
Yeah, it's going on now, I think. So
Are you fucking kidding me?
it's I think tonight, tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
like a short engagement. Jaws is playing in the theater, so
They thought I was gonna die, so they're like, we can finally show it. He'll be gone.
yeah. And they're also going to be showing Snowpiercer for like 11 days.
Cool.
So it might not be bad if anyone wants to go see it in the theater. Snowpiercer will be playing at the Brattle. So it's
Tilda
pretty cool.
Swinton has quite a indie genre presence. This
She kind
year.
of does.
She was in Only Lovers Left Alive as well.
Oh, hey, Joe Bagos just accepted my friend request on Facebook.
Nice.
Oh, that was fast.
Maybe we'll get him on the show
That's a
next.
good fucking movie there,
Yeah.
Joe.
All right.
I don't think
Except
he's listening.
Except you fucked up. You friended the guy that runs the bagel place in South Station.
Joe's big.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't fuck up. That's what I meant to do.
Good bagels.
Psycho knows that we love our bagels.
Yep.
One thing that
That's true.
I was waiting to see if Johnny mentioned this, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off before I do.
It's all right.
One of the things I really liked about this is while this film was no less compulsively referential than any contemporary horror movie right now, I feel what was neat about it, as opposed to naming characters things or like using plots, I think what was neat about it is that it was visually referential to other films. For instance, he was doing the Gunnar Hansen run when he was running across the lawn
Yep.
with the chainsaw.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
that was like a blocked out shot from a different angle,
Yep.
but a blocked out duplication of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode in the closet when he like broke through the
Yep.
thing.
There was an
Yeah.
Evil Dead eyeball reference
Yep.
too.
There was a couple of things like that, and I think that was cool. Like if you're gonna do it, like if you're going to pay homage like that, like you know, films are obviously really just into the meta and heavy-handedness of it. Like, those are things where they weren't distracting to me. Like, I really actually didn't really think about it till after, you know, like, and that's a better way to do it. Because when I see Joe Dante's auto shop, you know, I'm automatically taken out of it for a minute because I'm like, there you go. Like, I get it, you know?
Yeah, true.
So I thought that was one of the things that was really cool about this movie.
The SL actually made, where was she? I can't remember where, but she made the point that that it was Derry, Maine, which is a made up town that Stephen King's made up. He's based some of his stories there.
That's right.
It's a fictional town, so that's a nice little homage right there as well. So,
yep.
And also SL says
Trick or Treat Radio, the home game.
The home game. SL says the Brattle's doing a double feature of the Raid movies also.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So we have to go to that.
I've never seen either one.
Well, we'll have to rectify that.
I don't know that that's a good. I mean, it's a good double feature because they're both brilliant films.
You're fucking exhausted after.
I feel like there is a. Well, I mean, have you seen the Raid 2 yet, right, Johnny?
I have not seen it yet.
Really?
Oh my god, it's incredible. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
The French would say incroyable.
Yeah, but there's a bit of whiplash there, right? Like coming from
there really is.
Yeah, from the Raid to the Raid 2, like kind of like somebody. It's like when they put the 2x4 when Shockmaster busted through the wall during his debut. Like you're not the first 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes of the Raid 2 isn't necessarily what you think you're gonna get. So it might be. It would work better if you could show them in reverse, but obviously that's not the way
the
way it works, you know.
So coming soon at the Brattle, I'm just looking this up. Snowpiercer from July 4th to July 13th. It'll be playing. Stop Making Sense is going to be playing at the Brattle.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, I hit my head and forgot I was programming the Brattle. I wasn't paying.
Yep.
Obviously, right?
And at Paris Cinema in Worcester, it's going to be Hope Piercer.
Ooh, that's a fucking.
Citizen Kane is playing on July 14th. Double feature.
I Love You or somewhere else.
Yes. I don't see the Raid here, but I'll look and see. Doesn't mean it's not. I'm just looking at coming soon, and I don't see it. So, Jaws is today and tomorrow only. Special engagement.
It's pretty crazy.
That's a good days to show movies.
The Brattle is Brattle all digital projection now?
It's not all, no, but a lot of the stuff that they are playing is digital.
Yeah.
Like when I went to go see Labyrinth and Dark Crystal were both in 35 millimeter.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have missed that. That sucks.
Well, you got to see the Raid too, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Friday, July 18th, the Raid Redemption and the Raid 2 double feature. That's Friday, July 18th, and Saturday, July 19th. Holy shit! And Dark City is playing that night too.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Fucking love that movie.
We saw that in theaters, me and you.
I saw it like 6 times in the theater. I worked at the theater back then.
That was with you the first time.
Yeah, that's right.
That's special.
Cool. So lots of stuff going on there. Maybe we'll have to get in touch to the Brattle.
That's
and see
a cool bonding experience. I think, like, all jokes aside, like, I think when you go see an awesome movie with somebody, like, especially at a certain time in your life, you'll never take that away. Like, you'll often see me and my number one homeboy, Hugh Bouchard, talking about all the awesome fucking stuff that we saw in the theater. Or trying to remember if that was one that we saw together or not, or whatever happened. Like, that's like a cool thing that I think is a little bit lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are kids in the theater when we go, though, which is cool.
Yeah.
The nerds.
That's why MonsterZero can't go, but
right.
So I think that pretty much that's pretty much what I wanted to say. So let's go ahead. Let me pull up the music here, and we'll do the verdict, and we'll talk about next week's film. Here's the verdict.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, time for the verdict for Almost Human. Dynamo, tell the folks whether you thought it was a trick or a treat.
One of the things that's dangerous about modern horror cinema especially is that it tends to get recycled so fast that film directors don't necessarily even know that they're referencing anything. Like, it's just become shorthand. So it's, becomes disingenuous. I felt like this film's number one charm was they were very conscious of what they were doing, and even stuff I didn't pick up on, like our sixth co-host SLs, knowing of the reference of the Stephen King reference and stuff like that, just really proves to me that they were. You can fill a film up with references and do it in a way where it's not distracting and it's not stunt casting, and I think that's awesome. This film is okay by me, and I give it a treat.
All right, MZ.
Yeah, this movie was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. One thing I didn't bring up that everyone else happened to bring up was the practical
But
effects.
I'm going to bring it up again anyway.
Yeah, or the practical effects. I really enjoyed them. It's old school. I mean, the only one that I felt kind of leery on was when he was what's his guy's name? Mark? Is that his name?
Yeah,
He's
if you're talking about Mark, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Great. When he's stabbing that guy in the neck at the gas station.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You could, fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I mean, that one. It was, I could live without that one. But other than that, I didn't.
I think it wasn't so much the effect.
It was
but
the
I'm with you.
angle.
It was the. Not for me. It wasn't that. For me, it was the guy's acting.
Yeah, it was the guy's acting, and it was both people's acting.
The guy should have been fucking dying, and he was just like, "Oh, my neck, ouch, ouch."
Yeah, that too. I mean, the acting isn't the greatest thing in this picture, but it's certainly, like I said before, it's certainly not the worst. And I just had a fun time with it. It's old school. I mean, even though, it tries to make it. It tries to make it look like it's from the '80s to a certain degree, but. Like we've all said before, the fact that it took place in the '80s really didn't make that much of a difference at all. But I had a good time with it. It had a good running time. For a nice quick story. It was certainly a treat.
Yeah.
Raven Shadow.
I liked this movie better when it was called Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis.
That actually had nothing to do with this.
No?
I liked this better when it was called Gandhi.
Virus was actually a movie, I think, about like machines forming together to make a sentient monster.
Fucking grasping for straws
On
here.
a boat, right? They were off the coast of Maine,
They-
weren't they?
No.
I like this movie. I like this movie when it was called Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island.
They were in the middle. My special lady friend got legit furious at me the other day that I did not have the answers to how the Harlem Globetrotters got on Gilligan's Island or off.
Didn't their plane crash?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
it
the plane
did.
crashed, and then Jaws showed up and they choked them down with basketballs, and then they sailed to the island.
You're right. It did. That's exactly. That's a true. Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island treat.
It's
That's
always,
definitely a treat.
He can answer that because that episode is literally always playing in his mind while he's doing it.
And it has Martin Landau in it, so how bad
as
could
the
it
villain.
possibly be?
Yeah, for sure.
How the fuck do you know this much about
I know
that?
because I did it. I had to do if I was ever gonna get laid again, I needed to come up with some fucking answers of how Curly Joe in the game got off fucking the island.
Curly Joe.
Not that Curly Joe.
Oh, okay.
The kind of the short bald Harlem Globetrotter's name was Curly Joe.
Curly Mo.
Raven Shadow.
Yeah. For a first-time auteur, it's a very good job. He did fine. And
Writes
I
books?
was intrigued.
You did a really good
You did
job,
a really
Joe
nice
Bagos.
job, Joey Biggs. I don't know if I could recommend it.
Oh, come on.
You don't know?
I'm
Because
not
you didn't
sure.
see it.
I did see it. There was some phallic, practical effects, and there was, shit. It was fine. It was a good job. I'd love to have him on. Good fucking job. But, it's not fucking. What was that Patrick Swayze movie you just showed?
Point Break.
That's a good fucking movie. I like fucking.
Well, so give us a fucking verdict. Jesus.
A tepid trick.
Ooh, really? Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
That doesn't work that way, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way,
Barely
but
a
it's
trick.
okay. All right. Well, if Psycho Patrick hasn't fallen asleep over there listening to you, maybe he can.
To me.
Yes, he can give his thoughts on the beginning of the film.
He's having a good time. He's
Yeah.
in Chicago. He's dodging rats. A lot of rats in Chicago.
How many rats you seen lately, Psycho?
About 140 Thursday.
Yes.
How many are in the stew?
I've seen a couple, 2-3 of them today.
Douchey rats.
I could never live there.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a rat. I saw one rat, and it was not a rat.
It was
actually.
Dynamo when you visited.
I was in
You,
the.
you won't, may I tell you how much of a ninja that I am? This is a rat story. Once upon a time, I worked at a hospital a long time ago, and I was coming back from lunch, and there was a particular area known to have rats in it every once in a while. I don't know why, there's trash. And as I was walking along, and the person was standing next to me, or walking next to me, we looked down. I saw the person look down. I didn't see what was there, but in 2 steps, my first step, I stepped on a rat's tail, and with my with my next step, I punted the rat.
What?
Oh,
I would say, not deliberately. I'm a ninja. I just do that stuff. I would say
Can you
the
really
rat went
qualify
about 12
yourself
feet.
as a? Can you really qualify yourself as a ninja if you're doing that kind of shit to a rat?
Yeah. Yeah. The foot would like it. So to qualify your rat story, you knew right from the beginning that you would end up winning.
Oh,
Yes.
You knew right from the start.
Put an arrow through your heart.
Yes.
All right, let's go fucking round and round this fucking review.
So Psycho, sorry to interrupt you.
no, please.
What do you think? You gonna give this movie another watch?
Yeah.
And
I'd give it 1/4 of a treat. A trip.
a
Quarter of a treat. You would give it one. You would give it one Kit Kat from a full-size Kit Kat bar.
I'd give it one of those bite-sized Kit Kats that they.
Oh,
just-
nice.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's
the
still.
new ones. Yeah, those are really good.
They are good. Not bad.
So you don't have to tell me how good Kit Kats are. I have some on my lap right now.
Or just
tell you
one
what.
or just one mound from that double pack of mounds.
Yep. You know how I roll? I eat all the chocolate off of a fucking Kit Kat, and then I eat the wafers. Fuck you.
That's how he rolls.
All right, I'll eat it however I want. Reese's peanut butter cup. I eat all the chocolate and then the peanut butter.
Not lately though, because you're on a dumb
No, I
diet.
know. I haven't eaten any of that stuff in a month.
Just when you thought there was nothing better than a peanut butter cup,
Yeah.
they released peanut butter minis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
those are-
fucking it's unwrong. It's so wrong.
Those things are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Minis? I think I've had
Yeah,
those,
the
and I don't
minis.
think I liked it that much.
Dude, I could eat a bag of them, and I'm talking about
Easy.
the big bag.
Yep.
It's like $4.
So they're like unwrapped, right? They're just like tiny little ones.
Yeah,
Yes,
you put your
sir.
hand in the bag, and it's like
Okay.
100.
You know what I like a little more than that, Psycho? And I don't generally. I'm not in love with this candy bar normally, but this is just the right amount. Is the little mini mounds?
That's
Yes.
interesting.
Like
I
that
don't
is
think I've had those.
just enough coconut for me. I can't eat as many as like the peanut butter ones. I won't polish them off, but that's exactly how much I need.
I can eat infinite mounds of almond joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are good. And then they also came out with the mini Twizzlers too, or like which like is outrageous how many fucking ways they figured out to use, like sell the part of the licorice that they're not using.
Yep.
Like it's our nibs, like the end of the licorice, like
What was your
the
favorite
formula.
Dynamo? What was that one you get all the time?
Kazoozles.
Kazoozles, yes.
Oh, those are brutally
They
sugary.
don't have those. Yeah, that's
Zoozles.
that put another 2 on my type 2 diabetes.
Yes. Yes. You have type 22 now.
Type 22.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22.
Catch
Yes.
22.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Now,
why I'm not in the Air Force anymore.
Nice.
You thought it was because me and Maverick were just too outrageous, but it's because of Catch 22.
The SL said, and the banometer went back down. Stop ruining my mini peanut butter cup boner.
So while we're on a tangent, let me ask this question.
Sal
Okay.
just admit she has a penis. That wouldn't slow me down, Mike. But
Girls
I'm
can
not
get boners too.
Yeah.
You ever put your fingers down there?
Tiny, just admit it. What's the weirdest thing right now that you've ever eaten? The weirdest combination. I'll give you an example.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
I asked for a clam teeny one time.
Oh.
Vodka and clam chowder.
You sure it wasn't a flirtini?
Easily the most disgusting thing I have ever consumed. Easily. They actually said, if you can finish this, you don't have to pay for it. It was like Grey Goose.
Yeah, I would have bought. I would have like got a bottle of Grey Goose and let you suck my dick if you wanted something. Whoa! Like that is not a good idea.
Whoa.
What I offered is a better idea
Yeah.
than what you ate.
It was the worst thing ever.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah.
Oh
pretty
man.
bad.
Gross.
Who else has one? What's the worst shit you've ever eaten?
No, worst or outrageous?
Outrageous.
I think I don't know how weird this is, but I partook in it the other day because I was kind of like, you guys have heard me talk about the prospect that I might have been sick. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like diabetes obviously isn't going to get me.
Yeah. Does it start with a boo and end with a cocky?
No. So for some reason, a lot of people think this is weird, but I don't mix them. But like it's all about the taking a swig of one and taking a swig of the other.
Yeah.
I very much like to have a swig of Dr. Pepper. Right? Yeah, I like that too. A swig of Dr. Pepper and a swig of Sam Adams. Like there's something about those two flavors together that is delicious to me.
That's weird.
That doesn't sound good.
We're talking a Boston Lager. It's just a regular.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Yep.
Rocky says that he used to dip French fries in a Wendy's Frosty.
That's fine.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. We like that.
Yeah,
Salty and sweet.
You know what? Something I never thought I would like, and I loved it. Me and Johnny were treated to some not poutine.
Some poutine pie.
What were you treated to?
Some poutine.
Was the Maz over there?
Oh yeah, we did have D Watt. D Watt made us poutine. I never had it.
Huge in Chicago.
Yeah.
All the fancy restaurants even have it.
Are you sure it wasn't Teen Poo? Because that's popular
We're talking
nowadays.
about Poontang, right?
Yeah.
And SL said Doritos dipped in maple syrup, delicious.
Whoa!
That's
sounds
weird.
Too bad.
That could go either way.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you guys.
All right, let's hear it.
I once ate a bowl of Cheez-Its, like cereal, instead of milk. I used Coca-Cola.
Oh, God.
That sounds amazing.
That's
Actually,
pretty
I would
brutal.
totally do that.
Wow, that's like that. Were you in the opening montage of an '80s sex comedy?
There you go.
Trying to work off your hangover because that's the type of shit
Nice.
that they do, right?
Wow.
Or in Huey Lewis's new drug video.
Oh,
It wasn't bad, dude.
Rocky also says peanut butter on Cheetos, Pop Rocks, and Coke.
Yep.
And he said, "Ooh, fucking poutine. The one thing other than porn and strippers we can thank Montreal for."
Oh, hey.
Yes. What the fuck is poutine? Did we get to the bottom of that?
Like gravy and fries.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what the cheese was. It was like a cheese curd type of thing with gravy on fries.
Sounds gross.
No,
No, it was good.
It was delicious.
Quite good.
And Coca-Cola.
It's
like cheesy, lumpy cheese and gravy on fries, right?
He says it's fries with cheddar cheese curds and gravy.
That sounds really gross.
No, it was delicious.
Okay.
Brown gravy.
Yes. Brown gravy.
I'll tell you what is fantastic that you can get in New York is French fries with satay peanut sauce.
But as we
Ooh, I do
learned
love
last time
satay.
you went to New York, you have to eat it fast, or else they'll just come take it off your table. I still hate that fucking cunt. Like that was the best.
Whoa. Wait, weren't we during the verdict of this fucking movie? What happened?
Yeah. I rated it 4 Cheez-Its.
Yeah, that's right. Psycho gave it a
Yes.
quarter of a treat.
That's right.
Yep.
Tiny.
I like this much more than I thought I was going to. Who did the practical effects on this? Do we know?
Keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very surprising in like all of them too. Aside from the act, like MZ said, aside from the acting on that knife scene, and maybe the blood on it a little bit too. You know, it's kind of like doesn't kind of work like that. I don't think. It was all the practical effects were really great. The rock kill, the boulder, whatever, the rock kill.
Yeah.
That was one of the best practical effects I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's clearly gonna cutscene or something, and it just didn't.
Tiny, let me chime in real quick.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that worked on makeup.
Yeah.
But I think it was the special effects makeup supervisor. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
Rob Fitz is his name.
Okay.
Everyone else is listed as additional makeup artist, key makeup artist, makeup artist, or whatever. So, I assume it's him. I hope I'm giving credit. I mean, all these people worked on it, but I don't know if he's the one responsible or not.
Yeah, it was incredible. We should get to the bottom of that. That's probably worth knowing about.
He's gonna throw his last name if we're wrong.
Throw a rope.
Throw the rope. Throw the
Yep.
Fitz.
So, yeah, totally a treat. Very surprised to say it. I thought this was going to be a played out, like really lame, boring ass concept that had been done a million times, but it honestly, the practical effects, it held it up.
All right, and I'm also going to say it was a treat. I think it was a little predictable, especially given what Psycho guessed was going to happen.
Did you predict he was going to get that girl's pants off that easily?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't predict that, no.
Nobody did.
You're right. All right, it's not very predictable at all.
I want to go learn from that race of aliens.
But you know, aside from that, though, I think it's a really, a really good first film from Joe Begos, and you know, I think it makes me excited to see what he's going to do from here. So even given the script wasn't, you know, it was good. It wasn't great, but I think he can do some really cool stuff with, maybe with someone else's script or. Just more going on, because it was just a pretty much straight ahead slasher, I guess you could say, with supernatural elements. But having said that, it was done really well, and there was some really cool stuff. The practical effects were great. No doubt about that at all. So I will say it was a treat, and everyone said it was a treat except for one person, Michael Ravenshadow.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
You better be.
Sorry, Biggs.
Sorry, Biggs. All right.
Okay. Eventually, he's going to run out of ways to devalidate his opinion. So.
No, he's a first-time director. He can do a lot of good things.
Yeah, great. Like, he made a great thing here. Like, I'm sorry that it's not fucking Avengers.
Fucking Avengers? I'll be. That's a movie.
Fucking Axel Braun. That's
Axel Braun did that one.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch like him.
I don't like that Scarlet Witch anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Have we talked about fake boobs on this show before?
Good fucking contribution, Tiny.
Trick or treat, go.
Trick. Wait, I fucked up. What's the good one?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Treat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Zero.
Yeah, definitely a treat.
Yeah. Thank you,
Johnny. Go.
Trick.
Okay. Mars. Trick.
Oh, you guys are.
Whoa, bundle of sticks?
I'm just. Well, you said it, but.
Let me tell you something. I felt a pair of fake boobs once.
Okay? How much did you pay?
I didn't pay a thing, man.
The transvestite hooker.
She was drinking a lot, and she just asked me to feel her boobs.
I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. With that being the one pair you touched, how could you tell the difference?
Oh man, how were they any different than your real doll? Answer that.
Well, hers was bigger.
Jesus. All right, that's gonna do it for Almost Human. Most of us liked it. 5 out of 6 liked it, and the one who didn't like it, his opinion doesn't matter. So take that for it,
man.
Because he doesn't watch the movie.
I watched the movie.
Take that for what you want.
Obviously, they're the two that like fake boobs.
It's true.
Right.
Really? I'm going to show you a website later on.
No, you don't have to. I know a girl whose name I obviously won't say, who has the biggest bomb checks that I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and those things are 100% real. I've never seen them, like, unclothed, but it's amazing that clothes even stays on them.
It's all good. Even my car is Bondo. I don't give a fuck. It's great.
All right, next week we are going to review another film on Netflix. Netflix streaming. You know what that is, Raven Shadow?
It's like instant.
It is instant.
Then why not just call it instant?
To fuck with you.
Why would it be two things?
All right, we're going to watch the film Wolf
Wu-Tang
Creek.
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wolf Creek 2.
Wolf Creek 2.
Wolf Creek 2.
Did we see
Didn't they learn their lesson about that creek?
Still creaking.
And Wolf Creek 1 is not available on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, you're fucked.
I can't
You
believe
might find it on YouTube, though.
It was like I can't believe that movie was like 12 years ago or something like that. Like, that was a long time ago.
Wolf Creek?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that came out in like 2007, 2008, somewhere around there.
I don't think that's right at all.
That's ridiculous.
Let's consult.
How did this guy pull this girl's pants off that easily? That's insane. Did you see
bullshit.
that?
Wolf Creek was 2005, so
2005.
8 years between them.
What did I say, 12?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Nobody listen to me anyway. Just my name on the door.
Dynamo Mars is Trick or Treat Radio.
Should.
Southwest Rest Stop.
You can edit this episode, and then I'll put your name on it. All right. So Wolf Creek 2 is going to be the film we watch next week. We'll review that. And we may have some other stuff planned for the rest of the month.
You didn't even take the drop that we recorded out last week, you edited motherfucker.
What drop?
Like you left Matthew Kennedy's Trick or Treat Radio drop in.
Yeah. But I took out and I edited the parts where it sounded like he didn't know what to do.
That I didn't know what to do?
No, not you, him.
Oh.
I didn't want to make him look bad. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I cut out the part where he asked. Yeah. Jeez, now you make me seem like a bad guy.
Well, you don't need my
Not to
help.
mention the fact now everybody knows that you took out the part that made him sound.
And I had to
not too
edit out
good.
like 10 minutes of crap at the end when we were trying to find the fucking Benedict Cumberbatch video.
I was going to ask you about that because as long as that was, it felt longer live.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I cut out like 10 minutes because it was just lame and yeah. So
That's good.
I don't like to edit, but that episode would have been 2 hours and 45 or 3 hours and 45 minutes, so I had to.
Whoa.
Yep. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. You know what I want to do before you leave, MZ.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk real quick because I know it's a film that we all like, but I want to talk real quickly about Session 9, mostly because I rewatched it. I saw it years ago when I haven't seen it in like 5 years or something like that. But I found out that there was an apartment complex that I almost moved to. Instead of moving to Castle Wolfenstein where I am now, I almost moved to an apartment complex that sits on the ground that Danvers State Hospital was at.
Oh man.
Really?
Yes. And I think I'm kind of glad that I didn't move there.
Probably a good thing.
You guys you've seen this, right, Tiny?
I have, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Psycho, have you seen Session 9?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's like the greatest fuck you in the history of film.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hello, Gordon.
Fuck you.
Real quick, I just figured out why I was surprised. The real stuff that inspired Wolf Creek happened in 2001.
Oh.
1999, 2001.
Ah.
So.
Okay. So yeah, I just thought that was crazy. Like I did a little bit of research. I'm like, hey, like that looks like when I rewatch it, I'm like that looks like this apartment building that I almost moved into. And they I guess they tore it down, but then they fashioned it after the hospital, which is, let me just pull up a picture. I can't show it to people. This is just for people in studio, but so there's Danvers State Hospital, right?
Yeah. As it stood.
That's the apartment complex I moved
fucking
into.
shitting me?
That's
what it looks like?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah, right on the fucking grounds.
Whoa.
And there's the cemetery that's in the movie in Session 9 is still there.
Yeah,
that was,
they didn't dig that up.
Yeah, they had to keep it. It was like some agreement or something like that. But it has all the numbers. People don't have names on their tombstones. They're numbers.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
Let me before I take off, let me just add to this. I worked with somebody. I worked with somebody on from Para Productions, Cindy.
Yep.
Cindy Mullins. When she was a kid, she told us when we were heading over to Scituate after a Rock and Shock show that she performed as a kid. She performed at the Danvers State Mental Institution. And I think it was like a musical or some play or some, chorus thing that she was doing. And all the people that were in the audience, they were all like bound and with straitjackets. So in order to applaud, they had to use their fucking feet. They all used their goddamn feet to applaud.
And then there was a hook. Like you told that story like there's gonna be a terrifying punchline. They had to clap with their feet.
They had to clap with their fucking feet, man.
Rocky in the chat room says a musical and insane asylum. I'm in.
I have a great bootleg of the Cramps playing in Insane Asylum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Insane Asylum footage always fascinating.
There's two more things before you go, MZ.
Insane Asylum footage always reminds me of home.
Do you want to do very last, or you want to do this other thing first, Raven Shadow?
What's your thing?
Well,
I'll do mine last.
Okay. So this is we got a voicemail. It was sent to play for MZ. So
oh boy.
Let's go ahead and play. I have no idea what this is. I didn't screen it. So
okay.
And now, Trick or Treat Radio proudly presents the many movie moments of MonsterZero.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Hello there, and welcome to the many movie moments of MonsterZero, a celebration of the lesser-known works of a man critics have described as everything from the finest actor of his generation to the thinking man's Ryan Gosling. When casting began for the 2013 animated feature Frozen, actress Kristen Bell was hired right away for the part of Anna, but producers were unsure of who to choose to play the part of her sister, Elsa. Everyone was considered, from Sasha Grey to Brie Olson.
Nice,
Until one day, when they received a copy of an audition tape originally meant for the upcoming Peter Jackson film Hobbit with a Shotgun. They played the tape and were amazed at what they heard.
Onto the skin of those who find it, and it's discovered that the eggs are being manufactured in South America by a one-eyed mark that grew from a tiny seed from a former astronaut brought back from Mars.
Despite the fact that the voice clearly belonged to someone with huge balls, the producers knew they had a winner on their hands, and MonsterZero was immediately hired. During the month-long recording sessions, Disney executives found themselves impressed not just by MonsterZero's charisma and good grooming habits, but also by his flair for improvisation, as shown here in an audio clip from one of the movie's best-known songs.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Fuck?
Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman?
Will you shut up and keep that cock holster you call your mouth shut?
Sadly, things would not end well for MonsterZero. Months after recording the vocals, he went on a rather disreputable podcast and was heard saying the following.
Just the fact that they were able to pull this off is astounding to me.
But
especially when you realize the fucking Nazi death camp that fucking Disney is to begin with.
What? Fearing bad publicity, MonsterZero was fired from the film and replaced by Adele Dazeem. And when it was discovered that Miss Dazeem was a figment of John Travolta's imagination, she was replaced by actress Idina Menzel. That's all the time we have. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next time for the many movie moments of MonsterZero.
Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, really.
No, you know, it's not something that people just like to blurt out to other people. You know,
You're the king of blurting out.
Can I just say that Tiny was obviously the only one that's ever seen Frozen?
Yes. It's a very astute point by you, Slicko.
Yes.
That's a movie?
I don't remember that part, though.
That's not true. MonsterZero went to see it.
Oh, yeah, he was there.
Yeah, but he got kicked out when his bracelet started making a racket.
Yeah. Damn laws.
He uses his famous Dateline line that he always uses.
Yeah. Mommy, why does that man in the back sound like a truck backing up?
Chris Hansen, what are you doing here? I'm banging this broad.
There it is.
Oh boy, the many movie moments of MonsterZero.
Yeah.
I wonder what. I hope there's more. If there's many, that means there's probably more than just one.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I think only Tiny knows this story. In 1991, my good buddy Scott Stewart, the famous outlaw pro wrestler, One Good Cop, mother worked for the Worcester State Hospital when it's still up on the hill here, and she thought it was a good idea to have some of the students play music. But of course, most of the parents didn't want their students to go to Worcester State Mental Hospital, so
can't imagine why.
Mr. Narcissus, who was the musical director of our school at the time, thought it was a good idea to fill it out with such reputable people as like me on giant cymbals, our good friend Steve Woodman on triangle, and Scott Stewart on bass drum, and a few people who played. So I just stayed. Yeah, I just was off to the side. So they played the first jam, and like, you know, they taught those guys where to, you know, like right here, you know, it was like 2 clarinet players and like somebody playing saxophone, and Mr. Narcissus was playing piano. And we had another music teacher from another school who looked like she got hit with a frying pan. She was playing piano as well. And so in one of the best, and I've stole this in a script, so you guys actually may have seen it in something I've written. So the first song ends, and there's like a palatable silence for a minute, right? And they all have like little meal trays in front of them. So the first song, silence, and then the first girl in the front goes,
What? Sound like Leatherface.
And another girl takes her pudding and dumped it on her head, and another guy went to have sexual relations with the cot that had all the pudding on it. And that was the only song that they played. What
the fuck?
Like, this is
shit.
good.
Why isn't there a video of this?
Palatable silence, and then
What the fuck?
This is a weird story.
Yeah,
it's good.
All right. Finally, before MZ goes,
Yes.
Raven Shadow.
Celebration continues. For all the voicemails on episode 100, I'm trying to get some 10 by 13 envelopes to send you your prize, which is the Raven Shadow autograph. Instant message, is that they say to Johnny. We'll mail them out to you.
Sounds like Linkos.
Yes.
If you left a voicemail and you would like to receive your 8x10 signed picture, go ahead and send your email address, or not your email, your physical address to podcast@trickortreatradio.com.
Yes,
There you go.
on the Bond second sheet paper. But this is something for the cast and crew. Psycho, I didn't know you were going to be in studio. But the Kinkos.
Well, he's not in
blowing.
studio.
Well, I know you're on the phone, so I mean, just shut your computer off. You can't. Well, you can see it, but this is for you, Johnny.
Uh-oh.
Little,
What is this?
Little that right there.
Oh, it's a nice picture of the...
Nice, yeah.
Something for
The Deadites.
MonsterZero.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I got. Oh my lord.
Oh, something on the back?
Yeah. And Dynamo and Tiny gets one. They all get little framed.
Are they all the same?
It's all the same.
Notice we have to share one.
You guys.
They're
you guys
No.
they're framed in a vinyl sleeve.
Yes.
You guys are living together.
He got you. These are Tiny and Dynamo's right here. You don't have to share one. You got own individuals. What's on the back here?
Nice.
The Patrick Ray Hall
Yes.
little bit of business. So it's some Rock and Shock.
Yep.
Last year, yeah. See, you're seeing it.
Is that Butthead in the corner of that Pat Ray Hall picture?
It's MonsterZero.
Oh, it is, isn't
Nice.
it? No, it's me.
No.
Son of a bitch, Pat. why am I square and have
Diabetes
a
snacks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go fuck yourself. See if I can go fuck yourself. I thought it'd be nice.
Well, you didn't draw it.
No,
Fuck that dude who was nice and drew us a picture.
I printed it.
Yeah, that's
For free.
Color fucking tone is expensive, you assholes.
Nice copyright infringement there.
Yeah, only the black and white is under
All
contract.
right, this will look good.
True,
This will look
true.
good.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a picture of Raven Shadow picking his nose.
I know, that sucked. I realized that. Like, fucking really?
You should have photoshopped that out.
I don't know Photoshop.
Oh, wait, you're inept.
Yes. Showing some.
Well, or is this photoshopped in?
I'm showing some fucking metal, asshole. Okay?
No. Are you photoshopped into this picture? Did
I was
Legend do
there,
this?
man. I was next to
Okay.
you. We were at fucking.
You were there. Oh, okay. You were there. All right.
Fuck Photoshop. You're fucking Photoshop.
SL asks, am I getting one? I think she means the 8x10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's get.
He'll personally deliver it.
Absolutely.
Send her a nudie.
Send her a nudie.
Right here.
Yeah, oh, that's the other folder. We don't want that.
Yeah. There's so much content in here. But no,
All right.
She's getting one. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, MZ. You got something to hang on your ceiling
Nice.
now.
Nice. Can't wait.
All right, MZ. Any last thoughts?
No, not really. I'm just looking forward to seeing Wolf Creek 2 next week, man. It's going to be
Any
great.
first thoughts?
Any first? No first thoughts, but plenty of last thoughts.
All right. Well, MZ is going to take off. We'll be right back to finish out the episode. Psycho, can you hang on a little bit longer, or are you gonna run too?
No, I'm good.
All right. Arrivederci, douchebags, including you, Psycho Patrick.
Whoa.
It's the contrast.
All right, we'll be right back to finish up the episode.
Dear Trick or Treat radio listeners, this is Sir Isaac. Every week I'll leave a message specifically designed to make this podcast worth listening to. And every week I do, you don't. Why the fuck not? Mercy Roulette, Tom C and I can't do all the heavy lifting around here, so I've decided you're all gonna start leaving messages too. Especially you, Renee. Here's how it works. Step 1. Go to trickortreatradio.com. Step 2. Click on the microphone icon on the right. Step 3. Hit record and leave a message. Tell them what you think of the podcast. Recommend a movie to review or a comic to read. I don't care what you say, just as long as you do it like your life depends on it. And it does, Mike. It does. So what are you waiting for? Go to trickortreatradio.com and leave a message. Tell them Sir Isaac sent you. Do it today. And remember, Bobby, sooner or later, you have to fall asleep.
It's a little lonely in the studio here, Raven Shadow.
Yeah, it's kind of cold.
Can we just snuggle up?
Yeah, man. Why don't we? Let's watch Grabbers.
Just
again.
vibe?
Yeah, that was fun. Pretend we're in
Vibe.
the theater by ourselves.
Anyone else there?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. All right, we got
Snoop.
Psycho at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
OD.
No.
Born a freshie, fresh coldie.
Born
Ooh,
for,
what do you got there?
Yeah, what do you get? What do you got? Lay it on us.
Oh, bro, this bros. This is a homebrew.
Oh, you've been doing a little homebrew here and there, haven't you?
Yeah, about I try to do a batch every month.
Nice.
6-gallon batches, so I get about 2 cases worth. A little bit more than
Nice.
2 cases worth.
That's good.
Yeah, this is my wheat beer, so it's like 50% wheat.
Weed?
Oh,
You got weed beer in Chicago?
it smells like it.
Yeah.
Smells like weed. No, but it's wheat, as in with a T.
Yes. Tweet.
So 50% tweet
Trick of wheat.
and 50% barley, like a normal beer, and it's got like citrusy American hops in it. Really good, super foamy head because of the wheat. It's got good stability, a lot of protein, so it pops that big head up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Keep talking.
Yeah, you're
slow.
getting us all worked up over here.
You're turning me gay over here. This is ridiculous.
Hold on, let me get my dick out of my beer. Hold on.
You know, I never thought this day would come because in the past I've accused him of being a bit of a, I believe the old timer expression is teetotaler. Tiny White has a pretty impressive beer fridge down here. Like I can't today, I cannot have beer because of I don't know if that's now that I say it out loud, it's fucking absurd that that's what slowed me down. But like there's a lot of good beer in his refrigerator right now.
Yeah.
Including what looks to be a remainder of a 6er of Troegs that
Yes, indeed.
I've tried. And it is
That was actually
delicious.
a 12-pack of Troegs.
Really? It's
Yep.
delicious. He's got a nice base. He's got a 12er of Guinness. It looks
Yep,
like.
yep.
He's got
Some
what's the name
cream,
of that
some
Troegs?
sort of cream ale. The Troegs was a variety pack. I think it was 4 different beers.
The one that's left is like a
Nugget
citrusy one, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I don't normally like that.
Real hoppy Troegs. They like the hops.
Yeah, for sure.
They sure do. They sure do.
The winter, the Mad Elf is awesome, but
Oh yeah.
I went and bought so much of it because I liked it. I'm ashamed to say I didn't even finish most of it because
It's high alcohol, man.
yeah, well, it's not just that. It's not like it's not a good session beer, and it's certainly not necessarily a good meal beer. It's like it's almost like wanting like a sundae, you know, like if you want a high alcohol content like that and something so thick and hoppy, like that's what you're doing right then. You know?
Like Christmas Eve, that's when you drink something like that, man.
Christmas
Dynamo.
Eve, I'd probably drink a 12-pack.
Well,
not have to deal with people.
This is 4.5% this wheat beer, so this is my third one right now. So
So Psycho, you should I don't know how, maybe you should send some this way. Maybe we can drink some of your beer on an episode.
Oh,
it's funny you said that. I just brewed a stout, you know, like a dark beer.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe around the fall type seasons, you could fill your trunk up with a bunch of Drive It Down.
Yep. There you go.
I'm thinking.
And help us make some music and movies at that time.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
All right then. Yeah, I have a saison right, and I'm gonna bottle this weekend, like a French style. I don't know if you guys. Well, Wolfenstein. Yeah, you might have.
Yeah.
tried it this
So
weekend.
Like
yeah,
a
'cause
Saison Goya?
No.
there was
Saison, I know.
I actually, since Psycho's sort of the beer connoisseur, I sent him a message this weekend, and when Dynamo and I went to go do a recording session with D Watt mixing, you know, I'd like to bring him a little brew for his efforts, and so Psycho had recommended Allagash Saison, and so I got a 4-pack of that, brought it up to D Watt, and he really enjoyed it, and I gave it a little taste, and it had a wave. There's like 3 waves of flavor. There was like cloves, there was like a sweet, and then there was like a spice.
Wow.
And
pretty serious.
Yeah.
Well, those Belgian beers don't mess around. So I have one of those in a fermenter right now, and I'm dry hopping it. So I just drop hop.
Dude,
is that
that's
like
not even
is that
legal
like
in your state.
Is that like dry humping it?
I have a buddy in the Air Force, and he brings us like different delicious wines and stuff from places that he is for a while. Yeah. And I'm waiting on the name, but my special lady friend finally uncorked this weird German beer that we'd had in the back of the refrigerator for a while, and she said it was delicious. Hopefully, I can get the name to put a period on this story here, but it just sat there for a long time because it had one of those type corks that are like the hinged cork, you know, that you lift up and stuff like that. It just looked like a special occasion thing, but what it turned out is that it was like like everybody drank all the booze, so now we had to drink that.
There you go. That is a special occasion. Psycho, how do you feel about the like chocolatey beers, like Sam Smith Organic Chocolate Stout?
Oh, that's actually a really good beer.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Very chocolatey.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Very goddamn chocolate. You know what I like to do? Don't tell everybody. I like to take a little Sam Adams Blackberry, and I like to mix it with that organic chocolate stout.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, no,
you know, it's funny that you say that because I think that I don't like the fruit beers normally, but most of the Sam Adams fruit beers I end up liking.
They're not bad. Yeah, they're not bad.
The cherry wheat.
That's very Belgian of you, though, Tiny.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Yeah, no, they do a lot of blending like that at bars and.
Forget about it. They call me the blender.
But
I don't.
The beer I'm gonna send you guys a few bottles. It's 12% alcohol. This beer that I have.
Nice.
Yeah. Can you put it in the mail now?
Put it in the mail now.
But it's complex. I aged it on whiskey with whiskey chips that were actually from an oak barrel.
Nice.
Of Jack Daniels. There you go, Raven Shadow.
Wow. There you go, Jack May offer.
So it's got like a little bit of bourbon kind of tinge to it.
Yeah.
But it adds a lot of coconut and vanilla. I'll send you guys that beer. I call it Ghostwood.
Now, what type of beer would you say that it is? Did you say that already? I'm sorry.
It's a Russian Imperial Stout.
Okay, cool.
Huh.
Somebody recommended a barley wine to me recently, and as I did a little bit of research on that,
I brewed a barley wine.
I didn't know if I'd like it.
That's probably the best beer that I've ever made was a barley wine. It came out really well. I made it for my friend out here, Rodney. His dad passed away, so I named it after him. It's kind of traditional to name a barley wine with preface it with old, like Old Rasputin is one, or something like that.
Yeah,
that's actually
okay.
not one, but Old Foghorn.
Yeah.
So his dad's name was Ronald, so I called it Old Ronald. And Joanna, Mrs. Psycho Patrick, made the label with graphic designer. Came out really well. So
Nice.
it's kind of touching for him. But that
That's
was
awesome.
a barley wine. It came out really, really well.
All I know, there's two people who I trust about beer, and it's you and Joe Shiners from Bloody Good Horror.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I feel like their beer palate tends to like they'll like a good beer and they'll like a craft beer, but they'll drink a bunch of Heinekens if that's what's around. And I don't get behind them. I don't get behind those beer drinkers because their palate is prone to be able to have shit on it.
Yeah, it's just get different tastes, man. People are different, right?
Yeah. But it's cool that you like girl beer, but like I don't like it. So,
It's called functioning alcoholics, sir.
All right, we'll take the.
It's
I would
cheap.
Add something to the function on that.
Although Yingling is good though, Raven Shadow.
There you
right?
go. You get
Yeah.
that in
See, I
Chicago?
didn't care for it.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
It's brewed in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. I saw.
Yeah, where's that?
It's like a fucking Twin Peaks town.
Yeah, it's
There you go. David
I
Lynch
think it's
Brew.
the oldest American brewery.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Rocky in the chat room asked, "Ever tried a Sleeman Honey Brown?"
I've had a honey brown, but I haven't had Sleeman's. No, I'll have to check it out.
Uh,
Is it Canadian?
What do you think? Rock's a Canadian?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Because they got Unibrew, which is Canadian.
Yeah,
brew.
Canadian.
Oh, they're amazing.
Ever tried a honey brown slee stack?
So that'll be awesome. It'd be awesome to get some of
Yeah.
Psycho's brew in studio. We'll drink that on the air, and hopefully, you know what? People should give Psycho money so he can start his own brewery.
Yeah,
that's what
Yeah,
should
just
happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen next
Yep.
couple of years, though.
You want to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's good is that
Yeah.
another thing that I think you recommended to me, and I haven't got it because it's not because Miss M and I are barred from Julio's, is it's not Suffering Bastard. That's the date rapey Chinese food restaurant drink.
Arrogant
Mi-
Bastard?
Arrogant Bastard. Yeah.
Nice.
with a demon on the cover.
Yeah,
On
that
the
is
bottle.
delicious. That everything that brewery puts out is delicious.
Yeah, you know what you need to get by Stone? That's
What?
the brewery.
Stone Brewery. Yeah.
Enjoy by. They do sections and they release it certain days, and like the current one I think is Enjoy by 7/6/14.
Uh-huh.
So they tell all the stores to take it off the shelves if you have any left after that day.
That's
That's
interesting.
very strange. Joe was just talking about that on his podcast.
It's one of the best beers, easily.
Psycho, did you have the Stone Brewery, the Porter Chipotle thing going on?
Chipotle?
Yeah, I tried their smoked
The
pork.
Truman Chipotle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, it was a smoked porter with chipotle peppers. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty serious.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly the type of beer that I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I don't like that
Didn't
type
like
of stuff.
it.
anyway.
I have a couple beers this dude sent me from Florida, and one of them is called Mexican Cake,
Nice.
and it's got habanero, I think, in it.
Uh-huh. Wow.
But it's got that vanilla beans,
Mm.
cacao nibs, all this crazy shit.
It's getting interesting. Yeah.
Have you tried either of the Game of Thrones beers yet, and are they as boring as the show?
I have Take the Black in the fridge. I have not drank it yet. though.
Take the Black.
Oh, it's good. That's good.
Yeah, I have it in the
I've
fridge.
had that.
Wait, is that a DVD or a beer?
It's like
Yeah.
Attack the Block, but different.
Yeah. Oh,
If you knew what the Night's Watch was, you know what it would be.
I
Word
actually do.
snub this, Psycho.
I do.
I'm halfway through the second book.
Yeah,
At your recommendation.
and I know what it is too.
So?
Like that's the watch that I put on after 6 p.m. The other day watch is the one that I wear all day up until then.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell me I don't know things about stuff.
Right. The books are pretty good. I can understand how people think it's boring, like Dynamo thinks that he has taken a couple bites and thinks it's boring. But
Yeah.
if you start from the beginning, the story is deep enough where you want to see how it goes.
Here's what scares me about the books, and I have the first one because
Yeah.
a lot of people I like love the books.
Yep.
Is that if you can't make something like you're not going to sell me that the book is more exciting, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like usually that's like the reverse. Like normally the TV show is embellished in a way to make it a little more flashy and exciting. Like, and I really like I'm that target audience, right? Like I like naked girls and dragons and stuff. Like I like it. I like all that stuff a lot, more than most people, I think. More than most people that have had sex, for sure. And like I don't know, like I couldn't get through. Like it was work to get through the 3 or 4 episodes that I got through, and then later on tried to check it out because I knew that my boy Neil Marshall was involved, and not for me.
Yeah. I watched one episode early on. I watched the first episode, I think, and I was just like, no. But the books have been intriguing. It's good, and they're freaking long, which is good for me. I'm in the car all the time.
Californication is good. I like that show. No dragons, but naked girls.
Yes, true.
It's good. It's good in a sort of way where I realized that, you know, if you want to know if you could picture David Duchovny very not handsome, like pretty much that's the 90s for me that you're watching.
You guys watch Penny Dreadful?
No, I would like to. I like a lot of the people in it quite a bit, and conceptually, I can dig it, but I haven't. Let's put it this way, man. I love Arrow. I think it's the cat's pajamas, and there are 3 episodes on like my DVR right now in a row that have the names of some of my favorite comic book characters of all time as the titles of the show, and I just haven't got the gumption to sit down.
What Saison is that in right now?
Heading towards 3.
3, okay. Heading towards 3 or 3?
It's in 2. I think it's just started reruns.
Isn't 2 on 2 was on streaming?
Is it?
I think it was.
No,
2 just ended last
Arrow?
month. Yeah.
Are you talking about Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I found out today from one of my friends who pay more attention to the nerd than I do that there is a casting call for they're calling him Steve, but it leaked that it's going to be Ted Cord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they mentioned the Cord Industries quite a bit.
Stevie Cord.
The only thing that's scary about it, I guess, is in all the pictures. They showed Jamie Ramos or whatever his name is.
Ted Cord also appeared in the Smallville program.
And he was in the last episode of
Batman Brave and the Bold.
No, Forever Evil. Is that what it was? The DC fracas that just went by.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the only part that and Lex Luthor's story arc saved that little story for me. It was literally everything about that book was fucking stupid to the last 8 or 10 pages of the last issue.
Yep.
Like they gave Lex Luthor a legitimate arc, ended it well. I'm getting a kick out of what they're doing in the Justice League book, from doing the worst thing ever, reading it off the stands because I won't give them any more of my money. But what they did was really, really good. He showed it.
Okay.
He showed up at the Batcave.
That's the thing. Lex Luthor showing up, Wayne Manor, Alfred opened the door, and he says something like, tell Batman that Lex Luthor's here to see him. The fanboy in me kind of marked out.
Yeah.
Even though it's absurd.
I've read some of the stuff from Geoff Jones, and he's like, the way I'm going to handle this. The way Geoff Jones.
Giraffe Jones.
He worked with Jay Lee quite a bit at the beginning of that series. The way that he's handling Lex Luthor is like, oh, well, there's a lot of crime in what's left of Bloodhaven. What if I just tear down all the houses and make it rich people housing? That'll stop the crime, right?
Yeah.
Like that he's really kind of trying, but he just doesn't fucking get it. And I don't know this Lex Luthor, this New 52 Lex Luthor, but I guess because Superman is the way he is, without changing very much about Lex Luthor, if you weren't paying attention, it really changed. The New 52 Superman and Wonder Woman really changed Lex Luthor because there's a bit of Magneto in it, because it is realistic that the Superman could cause a temper tantrum and do great deals of damage if we didn't have a way to stop him. So all this kind of made him more even though I enjoyed the arc, it was supported by stuff that I didn't read. So if you are digging on Superman or digging on Justice League, I definitely recommend what's going on right now with Lex Luthor and Captain Cold in the Justice League right now. It's pretty good stuff. I never thought I would say that, but it's interesting. I don't know how long it will stay good, but
let me just follow up real quick. Rocky had mentioned the Sleeman Honey Brown. And he said it is Canadian. Said it used to be a small brew company, but now they're distributed by Molson, but very good.
I'll have to definitely check that out.
SL said I've tried it twice, not a fan. I don't know if she means the Sleeman Honey Brown or something we were talking about. But
No, she's talking about Game of Thrones, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, she's
yeah,
smart.
Game of Thrones. Rocky says Arrow is heading into season 3, yes, and no 2 is not on Netflix yet. He said once the Flash airs, the metahuman and heavy tech is going to get nuts.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait. I probably still won't watch it, but I'm excited for it all the same.
Yeah.
She can't find the original bottle, but right now she is drinking from that same collection of stuff that we got from that dude. Miser Pillis. Like, I think it's a different language. But MEISTER PILS.
Yeah, that's a Pilsner.
So we'll get some Psycho's beer in house. Psycho, do you? Is there a name? Do you have a name for your brewery or whatever yet, or are you still working on some ideas?
I had. Well, let me bounce a couple off you guys.
All right,
let's do this.
Dynamo's sweet ass pleased me more than any ass ever.
Wow.
You like that one?
No.
It's true though.
Well,
let's hear him. Let's hear him.
So I had the one that I nixed right off the bat was Invisible Hand Brewery.
Okay, that's a Richard Sala, right?
Yeah, and Adam Smith, the economist.
Okay, yep.
But I got rid of that because there's already Tired Hands and Left Hand, and well, there's a lot of hand breweries out there.
Yes.
So I was like, fuck that. Then I decided I liked 4035 Brewing Company.
4035, okay.
4035, that's my address.
4035, okay. Yep.
Not bad. And then I liked Greenleaf Brewing Company. And I was like, that's good. But it was taken, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like Canadian company, though.
Oh, what?
So does that mean I can have it in America?
I don't know.
No, don't do it.
Depends on where the service mark is.
The United States, I should say. Sorry.
Right, true. Keep going.
Keep going.
That's all I got right now.
Keep
and then
going.
I have like a lot of other like references to things I was inspired by.
Raven Shadow. Give him a name quick.
How about Psychopathic Brewery?
Company.
Oh wow, yeah, that doesn't invoke a bunch of fat naked girls in clown makeup.
How about Two Dread?
No.
For heaven.
Just shut up.
How about Big Motherfucker Brewery?
Big Motherfucker Brewery.
No, motherfucker.
You were a marketing genius.
Yeah.
That's why you. That's why you do it for us, right?
Yes.
You were way ahead of your time.
Big Scary Monster Hunts at Midnight Brewery.
Yep. Your marketing skills can be seen at Wegmans every Sunday night.
Yeah.
He's like, you should get those Cheez-Its.
How about new breweries in the Rue Lounge?
Oh my god. Too ugly for beer.
Too ugly for hops.
Too hoppy for heaven.
There you go.
Somebody
Tall
asked-
Dock and hops.
If you look on Raven Shadow's resume under marketing knowledge, it says paper or plastic.
Rocky recommended barley legal.
Yeah, that's a good fucking idea, Rock.
We
That's
have some
a
good
fucking
beer names for you. Yeah, we got some good beer names for you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Beetle
Could I
barley.
make up? If you still had Invisible Hand, I could make up the theme song for your commercial too. So
Nice.
yeah, Tiny and I could write your theme songs for your internet commercials.
Yep. You need to
Seems
better.
to have an invisible hand. He holds his
God.
keys and they look like they're floating.
We're gonna have to find it. We're gonna have to help you with the hopscotch. Nice. Yeah.
There you go.
We gotta work on a brewery name for you. Those don't work.
I need.
Those
help.
are all out.
How about Kobayashi Brew?
There you go.
Kobayashi, my brew.
We can work on that later on, me and you.
Why not really name
Don't
after
don't.
Raven
How about
Shadow?
how about don't tase me, brew?
Ah! You're fucking smart, Tiny.
That was amazing. Don't tase me, brew.
How about just Crazy Old Ricks?
Yes. There you go. There's some good stuff in there. You know, we'll have to we'll have to come up with one though, because people of the world need to drink Psycho's brews.
Yeah. How good you've had good beers? Like how good are your brews compared to what you're buying?
They're award winning.
Come on. Are they really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at them right now.
He may be a little modest. He has won awards with his beer.
He actually just said that.
No, I know. I'm the one. He said that.
I'm the one who gave him the award.
No.
I don't even drink.
I'm an impartial. You know.
You have the best friend award. You win.
No, I think it's wonderful. I have a beer full of fridge. I have a fridge full of beer.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff that if you looked it up online, it's all rated world class.
Nice.
You know who has a brewery with
But I'm
surprise me?
in my beer,
Yep.
So
Is Eric Bischoff has a little brewery.
That's weird.
That is weird. That is pretty weird.
It's supposed to be really, really good. That's the only reason I even paid it in mind anyway.
What a weirdy.
It's called, Buffalo Bill Brewery, Buffalo Bill.
Yep.
Wait, hello.
Oh,
no.
Is that Rick?
What'd you say about Eric Bischoff?
I said that he has his own brewery, Rick.
That's weird.
Yeah. He also stopped dyeing his hair.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, he looks his age.
That's just, I don't understand it.
You don't understand why he dyed his hair or why he has a brewery?
Yeah, this is a weird cave that we're in right now, guys.
Sorry?
This is did I ever tell you about the documentary I did about a cave?
Oh.
Yeah. Who's that kid over there?
Don't talk to that kid. He's just going to bother you about a rope.
Okay.
He's a kind of a pest.
Okay.
I know it sucks is that I don't know what the setup is, but we were supposed to get an email from Fausto.
Yeah.
And then last Thursday, he asked me where he should send it to.
2 days after we recorded the episode.
And they got mad at me when I said it. Yeah, send it in a time machine. And I remember saying,
yeah, he's a special person.
Speaking of time machines, actually, that's a good segue. We actually got an email on Wednesday, which is normally when we record the episode.
Yes.
From HG Swells.
No. From our boy, Luan.
Oh.
So Luan probably didn't know we were recording a day early, so we unfortunately weren't able to get to his email on the 100th episode, but I'm going to read it right now.
Yes, okay.
All right, so subject, congrats on the 100th episode. Hey guys, I just wanted to say congrats on the 100th episode. I can't wait to see what crazy shit you guys have for the next 100 episodes. All in all, I'm glad you guys are kicking podcast ass, and remember to keep the craziness on full display, the language dirtier than a 42nd Street hooker, and Raven Shadow's racist remarks offensive and fresh.
Hey.
Oh, God. You obviously didn't listen.
Say crazy?
You've been called out internationally at this point.
Yeah.
Really, it's remarkably inappropriate.
And then he's
amazingly correct.
And it says, congrats, Luan. P.S. I was listening to episode 99 and was curious if any of you guys have seen Nytmare. It came out in 2009 and is also a Giallo-inspired film done by the same filmmakers that did The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears. It is beautifully shot, and I don't think there is one line of spoken dialogue, only images. I recommend you guys check that out. Thanks, Luan. You are the fucking man. I apologize we weren't able to get to that, but we recorded a day early. So
You're supposed to watch that, and I nixed it, I believe.
yes, I actually had that on the list, and Dynamo did not want to watch it.
Which one?
Nytmare, yeah.
No shit, huh?
It's directed by the same folks who did like Luan said, Strange Color Your Body's Tears, which is pretty amazing and beautiful. I would like to watch it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes
out.
out.
Giallo cover art for it.
I actually didn't hear any good reviews. I generally don't listen to reviews of movies that we're gonna do, but I didn't know that this was on the list until it came up, and I didn't hear a single bad review. It just to me sounded boring. like not like I'm all for a Beyond the Black Rainbow or a Field in England.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
this,
say
this seemed like it
there's
like,
a
was
lot
gonna
of
be tough to get through.
Looks like there's a lot of like abstract lighting stuff, like Beyond Black Rainbow.
If this is shot anything like their follow-up, it's probably going to be friggin' gorgeous because The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears is just amazing looking. No matter what you can, what you took away from the film, I don't think anybody can say that it's not beautiful.
Yep.
Tiny scrolling through images right now, and in the middle of it is an American Psycho and Borat.
Random.
That's a weird movie.
Beyond the Chocolate Starfish starring Dynamo, the Fudge Eater Mars. That's what Rocky said in the chat.
I do love the fudge.
I do. I don't know. We'll see. I do really want to review The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears when that's available. So we'll see. I think this one actually is probably a little bit more. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting discussion. I know that for certain. So,
in a mayor's defense, I don't want to watch A Strange Color of Your Body's Tears either. So
why not?
It just sounds boring to me. Just everything I've read, even the glowing reviews. Like sometimes you just know. Like I read really good things about the new John Mayer record, but it sounds just boring.
John Mayer.
Yeah. Caught that.
Yep.
But I mean. So what if it sounds boring? You don't know until you check it out, Like
That's true. That's true.
But I got 120 minutes a week. I don't want to spend 90 of it on boring. I want more vagina tentacles.
Ooh. Who doesn't?
We'll watch Almost Human again.
I am.
The Overfiend.
Yes.
I want 120 minutes of Matt Pinfield.
I do too.
There you go, Psycho.
Matt Pinfield.
Are we really going to review that movie? That's going to be 20 minutes of you talking smart about movies and then Tiny talking a little bit and the rest of us being like, oh, yeah, that's a movie that we saw.
That could be.
Yeah.
I just said I would like to review it. That's all. I didn't say we're going to review it. I said I'd like to.
Well, you've seen it, right?
I have, yeah.
You should do a mini review of it.
I didn't want to spoil it just in case we did.
Do it in fewer words than were in the movie. How many were in that movie? It's not a lot of dialogue, right?
There's a fair amount.
Yeah, count the words and do it. Do the
count the words
in less than that.
I would.
It's been a while since we've seen a Giallo. I need to go watch a Giallo.
I thought.
Well, the editor's coming out later
yes,
this year. So.
Yes.
I thought that. So Bill and Chris and I were having a little chat, and they asked me if I sent them the movie they were doing this week. Would I do a review of it? So I did, and so I finally got around to sitting down and watching it last night. And I didn't rush to see it because I thought it was a movie I'd watched. I was so excited to watch a Giallo because I thought it was Strip Nude for Your Killer, but that was not the film we watched.
Okay.
This was a 1987 cop procedural thriller called Strip to Kill.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
With the dude from Deep Star 6 in it, and Mr. Roper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, he was in a movie?
Yeah, he played the guy. He ran the titty bar.
Nice.
He ran the titty bar, which had strippers in these really cool interactive stripping things, like a spider web. The girl was on a spider web and hands were all around her, and they set up this whole window thing, like she was combing her hair in front of the window, so you look like a voyeur.
Yeah.
As you were looking through the thing. I don't know where those fucking strip clubs are. But that's not what happens here. Hurricane Betty's the only production design they have is a fucking sign that says free sandwiches written in cardboard and Sharpie.
Yes.
But there were lights and trap doors and better than Magic Mike. It was fucking completely outrageous the shit they had, and there was incidentally a killer. And without spoiling anything about it, I recommend that film just for the last 15. Just skip to the last 15 minutes of that movie. It will blow your fucking head clear off your shoulders.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like it. Outrageous. Not the whole movie is one way, and then the last 15 minutes is another fucking kind of outrageous.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but it is not the 1978 Giallo Strip Nude for Your Killer, which is what I thought we were going to watch.
So, based on something SL said earlier, she said that there's a lot of cool movies playing at the Coolidge Corner Theater in Boston, and she is right. Scanners, Friday and Saturday, July 11th and 12th, midnight.
Does anybody even use those anymore? Everybody's got a digital camera now.
Tiny, you joker. The film Scanners.
Yes.
As opposed to the ones that, like, these ones in particular for photography.
Right. Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Not just paper.
It says 35 millimeter.
Wow.
But they've lied before in the.
What is it? Is it next to a picture of Raven Shadow pointing to his crotch?
No.
See how I did that?
It's so David Cronenberg, Scanners.
Yep. Yeah.
July 11th and 12th at midnight. That should be cool. What else we got? Blazing Saddles, Monday, July 14th.
Nice. Midnight.
Doesn't say. It's their big screen classics.
Wow.
Series.
Midnight is late for me. The good thing about midnight is I could probably just leave the house. My wife would never know.
That's probably true.
I think most days you could leave the house, your wife won't even care.
That's a possibility.
She was happy to see me, though.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
She likes me in small doses.
And Snowpiercer is also playing at Coolidge Corner. So
Nice. If you are in the Boston area, I'm sure it's playing in other places, but obviously we know it's playing 2 places in the Boston area. I can't recommend that film enough. I bet it's
Snowpiercer?
Yeah, spectacular on the big screen.
Yeah, it would be funner to watch on a big screen.
yeah, absolutely. I would like to check it out if possible.
Chris Evans, 12 feet high and luminous.
From the Evans.
Wow. Conan the Barbarian, Night of the Living Dead, Shaun of the Dead. This is all from SL.
Good
I
stuff,
love
huh?
Shaun of the Dead. The Deadites and Dynamos and somebody else ridiculous, WAF maybe,
Yeah.
had a screening of Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I remember that. Where was that?
Somewhere like showcase. Like everything about it was outrageous. It like literally fell together, and it's like remember how we almost. You might not even know this. We almost got to sponsor at Rock and Shock this year a film person who would be appropriate for us to sponsor.
Okay.
Trick or Treat Radio and the Deadites just would have had to come up with like a couple of mortgages in a car to make it happen.
Right.
But it would have been good.
Is it that guy with the glasses?
No.
Oh.
Guy with the
It's
glasses.
that guy with the metal hand.
Whose name we stole.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
But it was one of those things where sometimes shit happens for the Deadites where like if you balk a little bit you lose like your opportunity, and it fell through before I think I could even say that money wasn't a possibility.
Right.
But this screening was one of those things like, wouldn't this be awesome? And the next thing you know, people are dropping off like tickets, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I'm not too honestly. I saw that person back at flipping Chattanooga Bookseller back in the day. He was doing signings.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. I think he doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I think though that I think he is a bit carny though.
Yeah, that could be true.
I saw him and Sid Haig speak in Connecticut a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best, most educational days I had ever had in my life film-wise.
That's interesting.
In fact, I quoted part of the story that one of them told about House of a Thousand Corpses and the lady that runs Universal Studios and stuff on a recent episode. Might have been when Jay was around. But,
Okay.
So you missed it. Remind me later on when we go throw things at those kids in the cave. I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, good deal.
Yeah, but the like he was cool, but he has no patience for the dumb stuff of it. And I sort of think that though a lot of people think I'm a dick, and they're right, I suspect that I would kind of be like that too.
Yeah, maybe
There's
so.
only so many fucking times you can open up
Yeah.
after you just wrote 2 books.
Yep.
And we're in a ton of movies, have a production company, have a hit TV show. You open up the floor to questions, and the first 3 questions I say groovy.
Yeah, totally.
So I get it.
I feel that. Yep.
I mean, he gets out at all, and you and I don't fucking like anybody who want to talk to anyone. So
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's valid.
Rocky just left us in the chat and left us with this wonderful thought. So I'm out to dream of Raven Shadow kisses like monkey cunnilingus.
That's a good night, fucking there, Rock. Pleasant
Monkeys do
dreams,
that.
my friend.
Monkeys do that.
Yeah.
That's how they talk.
Yes. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Let's now that we did email, we had an email from Luan. Let's do the trick or tweet moment. Is that how you say it, Raven Shadow?
It's more like trick or tweet.
It's okay. It's how it's done.
Whatever happened to this purported voicemail from SL?
I have no idea. If I got
SL?
it, I'd love to play it.
Yeah, play back.
I
the
didn't
entire
ask him
message.
about it, but like, I am super surprised just because he had said, like, he had said so that we didn't get like a CDR one. So I wonder if we got a hole in like the bucket that holds the voicemails. I wonder if there's a hole in the bottom.
She said she sent it twice.
Whoa.
How is that possible? I'm looking in junk mail, nothing in junk. It's a fucking mystery.
Pretty strange.
Yep.
All right, let's trick or tweet.
Oh, trick or tweet. So this is funny. This is from a pantaphobe tweet. Somebody actually she linked to a song that was called Bing Bong for Raven Shadow. And let me find it, actually. It'll be easier if I just pull that up. Yeah, she says, okay, Deadites, this song is for Raven Shadow. So here's
So much for show notes.
No, I don't think it's trademarked or. So it's by a band called White Cube. It's called Bing Bong.
It's my joint.
So she wanted to share that with you,
Yeah, I
Raven Shadow.
appreciate
So
that.
there you go. There's a little taste of Bing Bong. So anyways, after that, T. Ryan Arnold, he's half of the electro duo, the White Cube. He got back in touch and said, the Deadites, let us know if you want to talk horror movies and music with White Cube one day.
Oh.
So
Call him up.
Pantaphobe made a connection. I got back and haven't heard back from him. So maybe they're not serious about
They
it.
didn't say they were going to do anything about it. They
Right.
didn't tell us.
if
They're just
we
testing the waters.
yeah, exactly. So
I have to talk. Remind me, Johnny. There's somebody I'm very excited. I keep fucking forgetting. There's somebody I'm very excited for us to talk about. Whom, you know how Facebook has that fake mailbox? I'd sent them an email as a lark a while ago because I'm a fan of their show and I think that they're so different. They would be awesome on our show. To tip the thing, they're from where Tiny White lived for a while, and I get a kick out of their show.
Oh, okay.
Is it the
Yeah,
actors from?
and
Are you
they-
going to say the actors from Good Times right now?
Yeah, and they got back to me, so that
Nice.
could possibly be. A
It's
good time.
amazing, really.
Yeah.
cool.
That's
so
dynamite.
Yeah.
All right, Pantaphobe.
So wait, who was it?
We can't review them until we go into.
Wait, I
reruns, so.
joked over your punchline. Who did you really reach
I
out
didn't.
to?
I didn't say, but
Can you say?
no,
Why can't you say?
because I'll wait till we get them or don't get them.
You too scared?
Yeah,
You scared?
yeah.
How many people is it?
15.
15 people?
Yeah,
More
it's-
than this
it's
show. It's amazing.
It's everyone in the new trapeze porno Cirque du Lay.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Some more tweets. Pantaphobe says she sent this to us and to MonsterZero. She said, MZ's Felt Fiction made me cry tears of laughter, horror, and congrats on slaughtering everyone's boners.
That was tough. That was tough to get.
It was very tough. And she followed that up by saying, and sad, Raven Shadow is sad. Someone should have stuck a cigarette in his mouth to cheer him up.
It's a good idea.
It was, man, it was a good idea.
How do you spell pantaphobe? I got an autograph coming her way. I just don't know how to spell it.
Pant-o-phobe.
Wait, pantophobe?
Wait, really?
Pantophobe.
Give me a pen.
No.
No? Pant-o...
I'll
P-A-N-T.
text me. I'll text. I'll send you it.
Or have somebody text him for you.
Yeah, and unfortunately, MonsterZero replied and said, "I'll write more at some point."
No,
you're good.
She made a suggestion. Ooh, use the Swedish Chef. That ought to be disturbing as fuck.
Use New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes, that
is-
brought
this
the
is-
house down.
Yes.
And then
This is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
MZ replied again, should I go with more Mupperotica or should I delve into a different area?
He doesn't get the
He always
joke. That's the problem.
I know. And then she says, you're the published author. I trust you'll come up with a good idea.
No, don't.
He's also he also has acting credits too. And see how that turned out?
Yeah. Oh, and his final tweet, he says, "I can definitely fit the Swedish chef in. That's not a problem." Reminds me of one of his lines from what film was that? Blood Pigs.
Yep.
Nice.
I forget the line.
Yeah, noodles over here.
Wait, let me turn it up. I had the sound down too far. Yeah, here it is.
It's not a problem at all. I got plenty of noodles over there.
I got plenty of felt fiction over there.
I got plenty of noodles over there.
Hey, I got a recommendation for SL real quick.
Okay.
I would have said at the beginning. I highly recommend, and you can get the regular trade paperbacks very, very cheap.
It's called Sex Criminals.
It's called Sex Criminals. I think you would enjoy Warren Ellis's Planetary.
Oh, it's fucking great.
I liked it a lot when I read it originally.
I liked it.
But where it was framed for me originally when I read it was, and this is still true, Planetary is to the comic book authority what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is to like Avengers in the cinematic universe. They kind of back clean up a little bit, and they're kind of in the background of like what's going on. But like, you know, even like being more immersed in like pop culture now, I really understand what Planetary's doing, and it does it better than something like, say, Watchmen, because it's like really in your face, and it's so in your face you don't realize what you're looking at. Like when they find essentially Doc Savage and call him a different metal name in a mountain, you know, you understand that this is a story about pulp heroes. But some of their other stories, their environmental Monster Island story and some other stuff, you don't really know what you're looking at. So it's basically superheroes, but I think you would like it a lot. I think you're like, you know, you dig on the superhero. Like I'd be hesitant to recommend it to Tiny because I think it's enough superheroes that he wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I tried it. I didn't love it.
But I think you would dig on it a lot.
I didn't even like it.
She said that's in her list of things to check out at some point.
Yep. Have you read any Dylan Dog, SL?
Dylan Dog.
Rich Uncle Skeleton.
That might be fun. That might be a good one.
She said no.
Yeah, that might be a good one for you.
She hates the eye ties though.
Hey. Yeah, but it's translated to English. You'd never know.
So we should get that for Raven Channel.
I'd say probably most of us have those. What are they? They're not trades. Tiny has the.
It was the format that they came out in.
They were small. Are they ash cans?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
No.
Paradox Press, right?
Yeah.
No.
Those came out on Dark.
No, but that's the same format. He's right about.
Oh,
yes, right.
The format. Okay.
Tiny for my birthday last year maybe got me the giant omnibus.
She wants to know more. Tiny, tell her more.
It's like what is it like? It's like Giallo, and it's kind of like what else?
It's like Italian supernatural.
Yeah, it's like that's it. Yeah, it's like he's a supernatural detective basically.
That doesn't take himself seriously.
And he's got Groucho Marx as a sidekick.
Yeah, Groucho Marx as a sidekick.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's profoundly. I find it profoundly entertaining.
And he plays clarinet.
Yep. Yeah, just really, really great stories. I love it. That's probably my favorite.
It's kind of framed in this way where what the story is about is almost like going on around like whatever silly stuff Dylan Dog is doing while like banging girls or going to watch Night of the Living Dead in the theater or like whatever else is going on. It's a very big influence on my Strange Misadventures of Tolliver Jade stories because I was very impressed with the fact that, oh yeah, I'll do that, but now I'm going to go to the movies, and then like the whole thing happens around him. Like, I'm totally into that.
Yeah, it's great, definitely.
So.
And for those out there who are familiar with Della Morte Della More, or AKA Cemetery Man, it was written by the same writer, Tiziano Sclavi, and as we've discussed previously, the character of Dylan Dog was based on Rupert Everett. So when he created the character, the look of him was based on Rupert Everett. And Tiziano Sclavi ended up writing the script for Della Morte Della More, and was able to get Rupert Everett to star in it. So it's not Dylan Dog, but it's a similar character. So it
may as well be
loosely based on the works of Dylan Dog, I think.
Yeah.
There is a Dylan Dog film on Netflix right now that I wouldn't recommend.
No, don't watch that.
Was that the Brendan Routh one?
Yeah.
Oh
don't,
man, was that bad?
It was pretty
I don't know,
bad.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I didn't think it really had much to do with Dylan Dog.
It
Like,
didn't.
you know,
Anything. It didn't have anything.
It looked like Dylan Dog fine.
Yeah, a little bit.
He was much more proactive than Dylan Dog is.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Him changing back to his shirt.
Right. Yeah.
That part I appreciated, but everything else was black.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait a minute! I'm not, the message board told me there's not. I'm sorry. It's not. There's not room.
We
for
we
it.
gotta get going on that whole Amazon affiliate thing because we're sending out links. We're sending people to fucking Amazon to buy shit, and we're not getting a cut of that. We need to do that.
There you go. There you go.
So, all right. Well, we need to wrap up. We're at the end of the show here. It's Dynamo's favorite part of the show. If Raven Shadow's favorite part is the break, Dynamo's favorite part is the end. So
My favorite part is a few minutes after when I'm masturbating in my tub.
Furiously.
I can't do it now though because I pulled a fucking muscle coughing.
Jesus Christ. SL says, I'll look into that and the Neverwhere comic Raven Shadow was talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I checked.
so there you go. Man, we got to get on this Amazon affiliate thing.
Yeah, word.
We're just throwing money away, really.
Why don't you give us money and we'll
buy it for you?
Right. Right.
That will really not help our financial situation
No,
at all, though.
no.
Marketing genius.
That's 1 penny down the drain. That link. I just
Fucking trying.
LERP.
There's a finder's fee.
All right. Psycho Patrick, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. It's always a fucking
love
pleasure.
You, Psycho Patrick, all the times that you raped me, you made me know it's okay to feel good from a man.
Oh.
Even though you made me moist, I didn't really have a choice. I love you, Psycho Patrick.
I'm gonna rape you.
Total douche chills right now.
I would agree with what Dynamo said.
Yeah.
Those are the good. Douche chills are the good ones, right?
Yeah, they're good.
So, Psycho, if you get a chance to watch the rest of Almost Human, maybe maybe shoot us a message or something.
I will. I will.
Tweet us. Tweet us.
Tweet us, yeah.
Tweet at us.
Yeah, we need to fill out that segment a little more.
Yeah, I'll tweet at you.
SL says Bonometer 0.
Oh.
Hold on. How about now?
Yes. All right. So, Psycho, any final thoughts for the folks out there in podcast land?
Keep your Jimmy hats secure.
That's important.
Yeah.
And keep your feet on the ground.
That's good advice.
Equally important.
Yeah, that's very good advice.
If that guy could have pulled that off, we never would have this almost human dilemma.
That's true.
He'd have been like,
Exactly.
nope,
Yeah.
spaceship, I'm not going.
Exactly. Dude should have had a fucking Jimmy hat on from the get-go.
Think about it. If he had a Jimmy hat on, it would have been like, why isn't my tentacle coming out? Oh, my Jimmy hat is blocking my shit.
What if she had an IUD?
Ooh. Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Gotta fucking diffuse that.
That changes everything.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know.
The Hurt Locker.
And then it's like all the way up to that point in the movie. It's like 65 minutes in, and then it's just like Johnson & Johnson IUDs, and it just ends. It's a commercial.
Jesus.
Best commercial fucking ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, Raven Shadow, you got any final thoughts?
A couple. I'm gonna keep it personal.
Keep it personal.
Yeah.
All right, remember, children, wherever you go, there you are. Can we go now?
I didn't ask Tiny.
Ooh.
You have anything?
I got a message from someone named Donnie Davis. Does anybody know who that is?
No.
Says, I have the EP Scary Monster Hunts. Where can I hear more of the Deadites music, more than the little snippets heard during the podcast? And I think we've already said on the show that we are working towards a full length that we want to try to release by the end of the year. So you will certainly hear about all about it and how to get it when it's coming due.
I can send them links to the comps and stuff too. So
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Send them my way.
Yeah, well, definitely great idea.
Where did you get that through Facebook or something?
I did.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening.
I don't know that I want to send him anything because of all the reputable refereeing he did in the 80s.
I don't think that's him.
Nice. Yeah, wasn't he watching a movie next to a really creepy rabbit at one point?
No, yeah, that was. Yeah, that's a bad movie. That's a bad movie right there.
All right, let's get out of here,
I like
Dynamo.
the other one where the sister gets the shit slapped out of her for 90 minutes. The secretary, that's a good one. But that one, I don't like that.
That is a good one.
Back the character that one a lot. Remember, children, wherever you go, there you are.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to episode 101. Or do we say 101?
101.
All right,
Because this
101.
episode is going to be called Deadites
Deadites
101.
101. All right. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you folks next week.